It's always trying to stop me from doing that. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Hold on, everybody. Greetings, greetings. I can always use a hug. Can't you? I can always use a hug. You know what I'm saying? What it is, everybody. How's everybody doing? We're going to get started shortly. So bring your behinds on up in here. Sit down somewhere. We're on day 9. You know what I mean? Day 9, bruh. Day 9. Ritual for poverty. Poverty. A lot of information to share. A lot of encouragement to give. A lot of activations to perform. A lot of magic to do. So come on in. Okay, Spirit, I hear you already. Okay. Yep, day 8 is on YouTube. It took so long to upload that, y'all. That's why I need y'all to be patient if you missed the other days. Because I'm like, bro, that'd take too long. I can't wait to get my MacBook so then I can just upload it. You know, I can multitask. But I'm trying to upload from one device. Greetings, beautiful. Greetings. How's everybody doing? Hold on, I'm writing the code and everything right now, so I don't forget. Like, so I don't have to sit with it when I'm, you know, all the way in and we getting started. Hey, right on time. Ain't nothing like being on time now. Peace, peace, peace. What's happening, y'all? Sorry, I was working on the code and whatnot, just getting everything prepared. So I'm trying to move efficiently. Yeah, I sniffed it. I love the smell of markers. I'm like, but I'm trying to get things moving efficiently so we can move efficiently. Like, but if I have the number, the code already written out and the instructions already written out for when we get to that portion of this ritual, then it won't be such a hiccup. Facebook gonna stop putting me in jail, I'm telling you. So I love your handwriting. My handwriting is so sloppy. If I wrote this and then came back to read it tomorrow, I probably wouldn't even be able to read it. But thank you, Bailey, because me and my handwriting, we got a thing going on. So how's everybody feeling after yesterday, after day 8 of embracing your gifts? I didn't give the code out yet. No, I was in Facebook jail. I didn't give the code out yet. We just got started. Literally, I just got on live. We 3 minutes in. We 3 minutes in. Refreshed and alert. Great. Yesterday was crazy. Greetings, beautiful. Yeah, yesterday I was feeling a lot of activations in the air. Hey, congrats on getting his cast off today. Slept okay, no changes yet. Keep sleeping on it. Keep sleeping on it. Stay steadfast in it. Stay steadfast in it. A lot of you are breaking back out into your power. A lot of you are about to discover it. Just stay open. Greetings, beautiful. Said I went to watch your discernment video on YouTube. Discernment was crazy too. Discernment was crazy too. Greetings, Day. Said head been hurting all day. We need you to relax. Put a warm or hot pack on your head. I didn't sleep well, woke up every 2 hours. That's called a recalibration. You did sleep well. You just didn't sleep like you used to. Said every day was crazy. Angelica, gorgeous self in the building. What's up, mamas? Like, I'm gonna do my best to post these on YouTube as soon as I get off the live, but I don't make no guarantees. I don't make no guarantees. I don't know if I'm you know what I'm saying? But welcome to day 9. No BS. We're doing some epic stuff here. And yes, I ate earlier today. I had leftovers from last night. We're doing some epic things here. We're moving some epic energy here. So be patient with yourself. This is 52 days of this. We got activations crashing in. You know what I'm saying? Activations crashing straight in. You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it to y'all like how it feels and what's actually happening. So every time I come from your lives, I've been having more confirmation dreams. That's because you're open and receiving what I'm talking about. And I'm so grateful that you are, because most people just come in, sweep for information, and they leave. I'm like, this is a ritual. I'm like, this is a ritual. It's not just me talking on live, but I know what they're used to. So I know why they're like that, you know? I know why they're like that. I know why they move like that. I know why they do exactly what they're doing, but it's not going to help them to just hoard knowledge. Integration is important. And I'm here every day for the next day. I already answered your question. Jinkies. Like, said 10 p.m. here in Germany. Well, I'm not going to try to hold you up too long. Like, it's like, I said I didn't hear it, it cut out. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. How you gonna ask a question with horrible Wi-Fi? I think that as we go along in these days, especially as we get closer to the last day, which is the 52nd day, or day 52, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna start seeing a major change in your atmosphere. Like, you're gonna start seeing a major change in your atmosphere. And I need you to embrace that change, because I know for a fact each and every one of you are tired of existing in the same world, the same dimension, the same timeline, over and over and over and over and over and over. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever moves. Nothing ever upgrades. Nothing ever comes into your life. The most you've ever gotten is a synchronicity, which is nothing without an activation in the physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be doing this without changing lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be doing this without changing lives. And thank you all for letting me know that I'm actually helping and assisting, because it just gives me the energy to keep going and to keep doing this. Because I'm not going to say I'm not tired, because I am. And everybody's like, King, get some rest. I wish you could be in my body for 6 hours. You'd see that rest is an illusion for me. When I'm done here doing rituals for y'all, I go and travel and finish. Like, that's just the way it works. And I'm fine with it, because this is my mission. And the higher I climb, the more abundance I receive for myself personally, the more I can build a life that doesn't take too much energy out of me. The more I can build an efficient practice of being able to coach and activate people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who've been here since day one of the 52 days of ritual. This is crazy. This is something crazy. Like, it ain't never been done, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Like, it ain't never been done. Like, so I'm pushing the social norm. Gang in the building. Portal gang or nothing. I'm pushing the envelope of what's expected of practitioners. I'm simultaneously promoting my business, promoting my brand. Like, I'm gaining up the abundance for Orun Technologies. So if you guys know any investors, send in my way. I'm talking about real investors. I'm talking about, like, and I ain't disrespecting anybody who just sends what they can as far as investments go in Orun Technologies, but I mean real investors. I'm talking about 200, 300, 400,000 up, because it's time to actually put that plan into play. And I think I'm ready now. Like, I think I'm ready now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just message me some information if you got some. But let's go ahead and get started. Today is day 9 of the 52 days of ritual. And today is the ritual to block poverty. We gon' block the hell out of it. I'm finna talk to y'all like y'all ain't never been talked to before. A lot of things that are gonna come out of my mouth are gonna sound really firm. No, I think I'm ready. I already know I'm ready. Now that I'm thinking I'm ready, that means the plan's in action in my mind. That's what I think means to me. But I'm gonna be as gentle as possible. But just know, when I say certain things about poverty, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to your poverty. Okay? I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to your poverty. That's what I'm talking to. So, before I even start going in, let's define poverty. Okay? Poverty. Let's look it up. Let me stop this music real quick. Oh, look, it went down a little bit, so I ain't even got to. You know, I like looking up definitions. For people who are so literal that don't think too deep about things. Excuse me. The definition of poverty. Here we go. And I just burped just that quick too. Like, uh-oh, here we go. The definition of poverty is the state of being extremely poor. That's definition 1. The definition of number 2 of poverty is the state of being inferior in quality or insufficient in amount. Yeah, did y'all hear that? The state of being inferior in quality inequality, or insufficient in amount. When we examine poverty for what it really is, it is a state of being, because we can call it a state of mind. Of course, our thoughts count, they matter, and we're going to get there during this live ritual for blocking poverty. But it's a state of being. And a lot of your communication with your atmosphere and with yourself is actually empowering poverty. You say things like, the struggle is real. You say things like, times are hard. You say things like, money is short. Money is funny. I ain't got no money. Oh, I'm broke. And all this kind of stuff. The way that you're talking to yourself is actually empowering your poverty instead of your freedom from it. Who knows exactly what I'm talking about? When we get down to the core of what's really going on, it is not your state of mind that's keeping you from the desires of your heart. It's your state of being. Because you can think about your struggles all day and provide an action completely opposite of that. But when you talk to yourself like you're poor, when you treat yourself like you poor, when you shop like you poor, what do you think is going to happen to you? When you make decisions like you're poor. Greetings to Costa Rica. I can't wait to come back to Costa Rica. It's going to be a movie. I'll post it on my YouTube, Wild Wealthy Shaman. So subscribe over there so you can catch it if you got to go. But we spend so much time empowering our poverty that impoverished has become an automatic movement in our lives. Every time we see something we desire, all we think is, we can't afford it. Your very nature or state of being is defining your life. I understand if you don't physically have the money to purchase the things that you want to purchase, but to call yourself broke is to state a future contract. There's a share button at the bottom. It's an arrow pointing to the right. You constantly empower your impoverished nature. Constantly. And you wonder why you don't see any abundance in your life. No amount of ritual, no amount of chants, no amount of Reiki, no amount of nothing can stop an impoverished state of being because of the way you communicate with your atmosphere. You look around your house and you think about what you don't have versus what you do have. You look around your life and you look over your life and your past and your walk and everything that you've been through, and you compare that to where you're headed. Oh, I've been struggling with this my whole life. I've been dealing with this my whole life. It just never seems to let up. It just never seems to give up. It just never seems to go away. It's always one problem after another, and your complaints are empowering your poverty. Your complaints are empowering your poverty. Your frustrations are empowering your poverty. Your worry is empowering your poverty. Your lack of consistency is empowering your poverty. And we give the spirit of poverty so much power over our lives to the point where we really begin to blame others for how our lives have turned out. No matter what your situation looks like right now, the decisions you made before it brought you to this point. The reason you don't need to beat yourself up for the decisions that you did before or that you performed before that brought you to this point is because at this point, you have an opportunity to change. And if you choose not to change, all of your complaints don't matter because they're simply empowering more poverty in your life. Simply. Because being impoverished is not just about the amount of money you have. It's about the mindset you carry. It's about the way you carry yourself. Some of you literally live your life dirty. And what I mean by dirty, don't take it disrespectful, but if you feel disrespected, hey, that's a you type of problem. You hear me? Some of you live your life dirty. You ain't showered in a couple days. You ain't washed your clothes in a couple days. You've thrown your hands up and you've given up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You done let yourself go. You walking around like you're defeated, playing the role of the defeated one, and then wondering why nothing changes in your life. It's hard to defeat something you're trying to side with. It's hard to defeat something you're trying to be friends with. It's hard to defeat something that you feel is a part of you. So you look at your story and you look back over your life and you see how far you came, and instead of feeling gratitude, you speak about how tired you are. That is an excuse to build more power within poverty. A lot of you wake up every single day. I told y'all today's ritual is a little different. I got to talk to y'all firm, because a lot of people don't talk to you firm because they care about the softness of you and how you just can't take it today. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that today, because if we're going to talk about poverty, we got to check that energy at the door. The truth is, you're lazy. You're lazy. Not in the form of you won't get up and do nothing. You won't even let your thought process empower you. You won't even let your thought process empower you. Everything about you just lazy. Everything about you just lazy. You have 1,000 excuses of why you can't do something versus one strong excuse to destroy all of them lame excuses. The strong excuse is the one that empowers you. I can't stay in the bed today because I got bills to pay. I can't go out and kick it to avoid my problems because I got bills to pay. I can't avoid my issues because me avoiding my issues makes my issues heavy. Then I can't move. And now there's no prosperity for me. This is about poverty. This is a poverty ritual for those that just got in here. We can make 1,000 excuses of why we can't. A lot of you take one bad moment first thing in the morning and you stretch it out through the whole day. A lot of you take one bad moment from last week and you're still thinking about it today. A lot of you take one pitfall financially from 6 years ago and you're still thinking about the fact that you might fall again, which means you're planning your own failure. You're planning out your own failure. You're planning out your own pitfalls. You're planning out your own financial woes, and you're not taking any kind of accountability for your own actions. And when you do this to yourself, let me motivate your spirit, bro. When you do this to yourself, every complaint after that is irrelevant. It don't really matter that you can't pay your bills this month when last month you spent the whole month complaining like you've been doing this month. Your behaviors have to change because your pattern set up a rhythm to bless you. So remember how I was just saying, because this is the 52 days of ritual and I'm not stopping until I'm done. I'm not stopping until day 52. And then after that, I got a whole nother plan. The reason that even when I'm tired, I still get up and I still get on live is because me being tired has nothing to do with how I build on my success, how I'm building up my career, my platform. And you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that. Remember how I told y'all, you got to learn how to separate the two. You can keep using the drama and the trauma in your life as an excuse to not be prosperous, or you can separate the two and understand the more that you walk in your prosperity, the more time you'll have to heal the things you need to heal. But instead, you lean on your excuses. You empower your excuses. You use your excuses as a crutch to get sympathy and empathy from those around you. And when the empathy runs out, you claim that nobody cares, but your actions show that you don't care about yourself. Again, if you're going to make an excuse, Let it be an excuse that empowers you. Because people are always talking about excuses. You make excuses. That's what's draining you right there. An excuse is not positive or negative. An excuse is a law that defines how your next moment gonna go. So if my excuse is I can't stay in bed all day because I have things to do, that's an empowering excuse. If your excuse is I can't sit on this phone with you and wallow in your self-pity all day because I have things to do, that's an empowering excuse. If you're going to make excuses, make the excuses that empower you. You know that there's things you needed to get done by today and you ain't even started. You're destroying your own way out. Your spirit teams, your angels, your spirit guides, God, whatever you want to call it, is providing ways for you to get away from your problems. But every time the solution appears, you feed the solution a negative excuse. Do y'all need examples of what I mean? So I made some progress today. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of you too. I always applaud progress. Do y'all need an example of what I mean by that? If you need it, just say yes. Yes. Okay. Example. Whatever you're going through right now, right? Somebody, like, you can't even pay your rent this month, right? Somebody calls your phone. No, you couldn't pay your rent this month. You late on it. You got about 3 or 4 days to pay it or they about to kick you out, right? Just an example. Somebody calls you and says, hey, yo, I found a crib that you might really like. I found a house that you might really like. And they're not even requiring a deposit and the first month is free. You should jump on this. You make an excuse that says, well, how am I going to do it? You haven't even weighed your situation out. You haven't even weighed it out. You don't even understand that sometimes where you are is not where you should be, which means everything you do where you shouldn't be isn't going to work. Sometimes your abundance is blocked because where you're at is not where you need to be. And sometimes Spirit is trying to move you. But instead you make an excuse. Well, you know, the moving truck's gonna cost X amount of dollars. You got that already. You got the money to go get you a U-Haul and truck yourself to that destination no matter how far it is. But the community has made everyone soft. I told y'all I gotta talk to y'all firm today because I keep telling y'all I'm trying to see y'all win, and I feel like don't nobody believe me, bruh. Like, I'm trying to see y'all win. That's why I'm glad today's ritual is the blocking of poverty. I'm trying to see y'all win. But you can't win when you're not participating in the game. You can't. You can't. How can you win when you make more excuses to fail than you make excuses to prosper? How can you win when you're afraid to play the game? Oh, this is too much. No, what's too much is you giving up on your goals and dreams just because it's tough for a second. It don't matter what level you get to, there's going to be some type of trial to test to see if you're prepared to get to your next level. Some of you haven't even passed level 1 yet. You're still in the same mindset you've been in since the time you were a child. It's hard to shed that because you keep making excuses to keep it. You keep making excuses to keep it. And I know what I'm saying is a fact because a lot of y'all woke up today and did absolutely nothing. Talking about it's gloomy outside. But it's gloomy outside, but it's more gloomy inside. It don't matter what the weather look like, what your weather look like. It don't matter how the atmosphere feels when you wake up. How do you want the atmosphere to feel? And are you going to apply pressure to the atmosphere until it changes to the one that you desire it to be? A lot of us wake up and get lazy about our path. We wake up and, well, I just don't feel like it today. Well, you keep on just not feeling like it today. And when the end of the month come and you thinking how you going to pay your rent, all I need you to do is look back on how many times you made an excuse of why you couldn't do something. And that's exactly why you can't pay your rent. That's exactly why you can't pay your power. That's exactly why they're about to turn your phone off. That's exactly why you can't feed your family. We can blame our circumstances all we want to. It worked for a while. It was good. It worked for a while because it was true. It was true. Your circumstances suck. They suck. I understand and I respect it. But you can't wake up every day and complain about circumstance and do nothing to change the circumstance. You just can't. What is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for you? And I said it briefly yesterday because I said I was going to talk on it today. A lot of you get up and you ask for donations to help you pay your bills, right? You get online and you beg people for donations to pay your bills and they send it to you and you still don't pay your bills. You know why you don't pay your bills? Because you've been so frustrated about paying your bills that you got to do something to release your frustration. Now the money you got to help you move forward, you use it to splurge and now you back to square one again. It's not going to be easy to destroy poverty consciousness within you, but it's worth the work and it takes work every single day. You gotta go at it until you see where your blocks are instead of trying to figure out where your blocks are by playing with other blocks. Because if I give you medicine for a disease you don't have, you will start to exempt the symptoms of said disease. So if your block is not emotional, but you go get work for an emotional blockage, now you're gonna have an emotional blockage. There has to be evidence of the work that you're doing on yourself in order to move out of said work. I'm not saying things are going to change right now, in this moment, right now. But what I'm saying is, you need to change right now. Said if you're on SSDI, you're kept locked in poverty because you're not allowed to save. What's that? That's the Social Security, the disability, the check that you get from the government? Respectfully, Antonio, that's an excuse. Because you're not allowed to save the money that you're given. But you can save the money you make. And a lot of people who are on disability, who are capable of moving around, okay? Who are capable of moving around. Let me be clear, because some people just ain't capable of moving around. Them ain't the ones I'm talking to. If you're capable of moving around, you're capable of creating ideas to make money. Capable. More than capable. But you have to understand that I don't want to be submitted to the assistance of another, because being connected to the assistance of another financially is a risk, because that assistance can run out at any given moment. Some of you are on disability and all you do is watch the government all day. Tell me when I'm capped. This is tough love today. I love y'all and I'm not being disrespectful, but in order for me to perform this ritual like I know I want to today, I have to attack the thing inside of you that's keeping the true you from coming out. If you watch the government all day because you don't know what's going to happen next, we don't know what's going to happen next with the government. The elections just passed, this, that, and the fourth. Any president can get up on the podium and be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of disability. Now where you at? Back to square one. The problem is the dependency on it. Look at that. As soon as I spoke about it, it popped up at the bottom. This is not a game. Always expect the unexpected. Now, I got a whole line for that. Expect the unexpected, or the unexpected will unexpectedly happen to you. Right, y'all saw that? Like immediately. And you're being tortured by it. I remember when I was living in Las Vegas, it felt good to have food stamps because I didn't have to pay money for food. That felt amazing until I found out that that was my crutch as an excuse to not make more money, because as long as I could pay my bills and feed myself, I was satisfied. .333 on my clock. We're aligning with our wealthiest frequency today. Ashe, agree, right damn now. So how do you maintain this mindset? I'm down all day, motivated at night, and then back down. You're not down. Your emotions are down. And you're submitting to your emotions. You're submitting to your feelings. And I know a lot of people be like, but I can't control how I feel. But you can control whether or not to submit to said feeling. And you can control whether or not to try to study and understand said feeling. Because I understand what you mean when you say you're down all the time. People see my smile and they see me up and giddy, that they think I'm happy all day, every day. No, some days I spend 16 hours out of the day completely pissed. Crying, tears. Oh, I'm so tired. But while I'm complaining, I'm working. While I'm complaining, I'm working. Because sometimes you have to recognize when something inside of you is being healed versus when you're pulling past something. The reason that you feel so overwhelmed right now, and I need to give you this blessing for those of you this is resonating with. The reason you feel so overwhelmed right now is because you're actually graduating from an old version of yourself. You know how I know what I'm saying is a fact of you graduating from an old version of yourself, regardless of how you may be feeling right now? Because you keep thinking about your future and it makes you sad. But let me give you another key that's gonna break you up with that old self. You're not sad. Your old self is, because she or he cannot come with you to your next phase. You believe you're one body. But if your thoughts are scattered, you are many bodies. Many bodies in one shell. Many bodies in one shell. You're getting to your next level and your old self is like, well, wait a minute. You've been empowering me for so long. You just gonna walk away from me? Ashe is a power word. It means, and so it is. And so it will be. I declare. Ashe is what it means in simple form. You're moving on. It's holding on. Then drag that hoe through the mud. If your old self is holding, drag that hoe through the mud, because it's going to take a fight to save your life. It's going to take a fight to save your life. But I promise, when you move on to phase 2, when you get to your next level, said, thank you for that. I hope you're right. I'm scared. I can't change. I'm like a yo-yo. You being afraid you can't change is empowering the resistance of the change. I need you to start saying, I can change. I will change. I am changing. I'm always changing. I'm always growing, always developing a newness, always seeing new perspectives, always finding new ways. New opportunities find me daily. New ways find me daily. New ways to make money find me daily. My blessings come and find me. You have to start talking. You're not talking to yourself. You're talking to the atmosphere. Because if you feel like a yo-yo, if I threw a yo-yo straight out, that means it made progress and moved forward, but the string snatched it back. When you call yourself a yo-yo, what you really saying is, and I know I shouldn't gripe about the words you use, but the words you use are important. You calling yourself a yo-yo means there's a cord attached to an old version of yourself. And every time you move forward, that old version pulls you back. And that's because you're trying to run from your old self. But you need to, because the speed of a yo-yo, I like how you said that. The speed of a yo-yo, if you let it down really slow, if I unroll a yo-yo really slow, it won't come back up. But if I throw that thing. Just like that, it's going to come back up. You're trying to run. Stop running. When you run, that says, I'm afraid. Everything you're afraid of comes with you. I promise you, if there's bullies in your life right now and you're afraid of them, if there's people in your life that treat you dirty and you're afraid of them, when you finally liberate yourself, you're still going to bring them with you. Thank you for subscribing. You're still going to bring them with you. Fear is a cord, and it's attached to the thing you refuse to stand up to. Sometimes you have to stand up to your old self and say, you're a liar. You know how many times I tell myself during the day, you lying? Especially when I'm thinking about my big goals, the goals that scare the crap out of me. My mind be like, nah, bruh, you can't do that. You ain't gonna never be able to do that. And the very first thing I say to it is, you're lying. That's an absolute lie, because I'm already doing it. The fact that I can even see it in my head says it's at least possible. And because it's at least possible, everything you're saying to me is cat. It's a lie. It's a total lie. And you have to be honest enough with yourself to recognize when a lie is speaking through you. Not speaking to you, speaking through you. You have to be honest with yourself. And what I mean by honest with yourself is proper honesty. Not I can't do it. No, I can do it. That's the God's honest truth. You can, but your I can't is more powerful than your I can. I swear I'm gonna write a book called I Can't, because they go hand in hand. Because I can use my I can't to empower myself. Remember how back in the day the motivational coaches used to be like, oh, take I can't out of your vocabulary. Why? Because saying I can't is the opposite of I can't is what you can do. I can. Okay? I can't wait to write that book, right? It's gonna be epic. I can't waste time. I can't make excuses. I can't hang out with you today. I can't. It ain't something I gotta think about, because there's something I'm building for myself. And if I kick it with you, I'm neglecting what I'm trying to do for me. When it comes to your success, when it comes to destroying poverty consciousness, you're going to have to be a little selfish, because most people participate. If you live with your family right now and everybody in the house is struggling, you are participating in a cluster of poverty. And the cluster is way stronger than the individual you trying to break free. The cluster is crazy, because the cluster drains you financially too. Tell me when I'm capped. Tell me when I'm lying. The cluster drains you too. And what do I mean by the cluster of poverty consciousness drains you too? Because when you make a little money living around people who participate in poverty consciousness, they get jealous. They ask you to borrow every little dime you got, and you Mr. and Mrs. help a lot, so you don't ever say no. So now you're giving away your opportunity to move forward, because you believe that in order for you to move forward, you have to take them with you. The biggest lie you've ever told yourself, because this is what I did with my own family, because I'm just like you. I'm not speaking nothing to y'all that I ain't went through myself. I'm just like you. I ain't want to leave my family behind. Like, man, come on now. Come on, no, we can do this. We can do this. Like, come on, let's come up with a plan together. We can all go into business together. And then day in and day out, I woke up, they were doing nothing. Day in and day out, I woke up, they were complaining about the same things from last week. Day in and day out, they woke up and they were still the same them. Nothing changed, no motivation. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to smoke this. I'm going to drink this. And I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to live my life like this. I like where I'm at in life right now, and I'm fine where I'm at. Well, I'm not fine where I'm at. So now I have to leave you. And I keep teaching y'all about y'all circle, because it's very important. Y'all don't understand just how powerful your cell phone is. Did you know your cell phone was modeled after your consciousness? The people you got in your phone, you keep in your body. Think about your text messages. Think about all the messages you sent today. If anybody called your phone, think about all the phone calls you participated in today alone. Just today. Just today. Are you participating in impoverished conversation? Yeah, your cell phone. Your cell phone. You know how you call somebody? You know how you call somebody? Telekinesis. 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 I like that too. Telekinesis. You know how you send a text message? Declares, for the people who have declares. That's like a clairvoyant message you receive. That's why they send pictures, videos, audios. It's a quick message, or it's a precognitive vision, or a prophetic word. You know what I'm saying? Your cell phone is modeled after your consciousness. The things you lay your eyes upon are gaining access to your soul. They don't call your eyes the window to your soul for nothing. If it's a window, it breaks easy. That means anybody can see through it as you see out of it, which means anybody can break into it depending on how you feel about what you're laying your eyes upon. So if you have people calling you always talking about problems and it's causing you to be sad, they just gained access to your essence, and they're going to use that essence to prosper. So you can't be jealous when the negative people in your circle do better than you, because they're using you to do better. Come on, somebody. So what if that person is not in poverty? Are you sure they're not in poverty? Because poverty don't just mean you broke. Poverty means you like being broken. Poverty means you're negative Nancy, as they call them. Poverty means you don't see a future. Poverty means you're addicted. You're so addicted to the now that you won't move. I understand what these gurus are saying. I understand. All we got is now. But if you're so addicted to the now that you don't care about your next moment, then you really don't know what the now is. Because if I have a goal in 10 years to be the wealthiest man on earth, 10 years is my new now. Y'all don't understand quantum leaping. Quantum. Let's play the quantum game real quick. Let's play the quantum game real quick. If I tell myself 10 years from now, I'm going to be the most successful spiritual technology company in the world, which is facts. Right now, in my now, I am now operating in my 10 years later energy. I'm already in the future. I just made my future my now, and my now my past, which means you're shifting your person at all times. For those that didn't understand what I just said, like quantum, I don't understand. You're changing who you are at all times. The change doesn't solidify until you agree with the fact that it's something that's beneficial for you. That's why a lot of you are caught in healing loops. Healing loops. Just because you think about something doesn't mean you need to give that thought form life. If you had a traumatic past, I need to talk about this, although this ain't what today is about, but it is a part of poverty, right? Trauma is a part of poverty. If something happened to you in your past, right? Yeah, healing loops. If something happened to you in your past, you've done tons of shadow work, you've gone to every healer you could, and you started to feel a little better in life, and you start having a thought about what you've been through in your past, and you submit to that thought. You just gave something that was dead life again. And now that you've given it life again, it's going to take on a whole new form in your life now. So what about trauma bond relationships? All a part of poverty. Although we're going to have one ritual day just on trauma bonds by themselves. Because you don't even understand the deepness of a trauma bond. You think a trauma bond are the people that came up in similar situations as you. A trauma bond can also be escapism. You know, I gotta wait. Okay, spirit. All right, I'm obedient. You know, I'm not gonna tell you no, because if I tell you no, you're gonna smack the shit out of me. I'm good. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this flat out. You ever you know how your life not together like you want it to be right now? Look, I can't disrespect spirit. I try to avoid it and keep going. But you know how you practice escapism right now? And if your life ain't where you need it to be at, and you walking around like everything is okay every day, although you're not putting no work to make no changes, you're practicing escapism. And you're looking for your tribe, right? You're looking for people who love staring at the stars late at night. You know, the empty sky with all the stars, the trillions of stars in the sky. You're looking for somebody that's going to look at the stars with you. You're looking at people who love looking at conspiracy theories all day, this, that, and the fourth. People who are willing to study deep concepts all day. Some of these things are forms of escapism because you feel like this is where your life is headed. This is the most important thing you can look at because it helps you escape from the fact that you haven't done the things that you wanted to do with your life right now. And so you tribe up. Meditation can be escapism. And so you tribe up. Now you and 6 other people have come together in another cluster of poverty consciousness. Now success doesn't matter to you, although it's burning you inside to not see the level of success you want. If you're going to lie to yourself, don't expect anything. A lot of you are connected to people right now who have no future. And you know they don't have a future. But because you love them and they're sweet and they won't harm a fly, you feel like they're okay to be in your life. But that type of poverty is dangerous. Because if they're not carrying their own weight, who's carrying it? Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Spirit. Me hear you. Me hear you. Wow. My body got chills. Damn, was that for me too? Yo, my body chilled the hell out right now. Oh my God. I'm gonna say this. Cause oh my God. I don't know who else this is for, but it just resonated with me. I just broke something in myself because I had no idea I was doing it. Who, my God, bro, who are you protecting from poverty right now? Oh my God. Hey, y'all never see me stunned. The Spirit done stunned me. Like, who are you protecting from poverty right now? And if you don't know what I mean by that, I'll give you a prime example. The people you know have major potential, yet they do nothing because life is hard. So you cover them, you take care of them, you pay their bills, you wipe their tears, you clean up their messes because they don't have the energy to do it for themselves. Who are you protecting from poverty right now? Say, yeah, that's most humans. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Because anybody not willing to try to do better in life doesn't deserve assistance at all. I gotta see you. I get it. It ain't only about money. Let me be clear. I gotta see you want to do better. You gotta show me some type of effort for me to want to assist you at all. Because if I'm assisting you without you assisting yourself, that means I'm living for you. I'm living for you, which means your struggles belong to me. Your emotional baggage belongs to me, and your traumas belong to me, which means that when I'm trying to handle my caseload for myself, I'm trying to handle yours too. No wonder why your manifestations appear to be blocked. And I say this often, and I don't know why y'all don't understand what I say when I say it. Excuse me, but that's why the people around you get blessed quicker than you do. That's why the people around you receive the healing you're trying to heal for yourself, because you're carrying their brokenness. You're carrying their burdens. You're carrying their issues. You're carrying their poverty. Your body is capable, especially if you're empathic, is capable of carrying multiple bodies at once. Come on now, let me take a sip of my juice. Because, oh my God. Ooh! Yes, bro. The choice to remain broken is poverty. Brokenness is hell yes, good. Brokenness is a product of circumstance. Okay? Brokenness is a product of circumstance. But when someone refuses to heal, it is not your place to try to heal it for them. Empath. That's why I said on the other live, the empath is the true narcissist. Because they want somebody to be as all about them as they are about them. You know what I'm saying? They want someone to give them. Hold on, my battery dying. Damn, why is my phone not plugged up? Signal going bad. Hold on, everybody. The empath wants to matter to whoever is treating them like they don't matter. You want to be first. You want to be number one. And because of that, they drag you through the mud because they know you're desperate to heal them. Which means, I'll use me as an example, just so for the empaths who don't get it. Yep, I said it. Empath is the true narcissist. Me and you are together, right? Empath, I'm in a relationship with you, right? Like, we're in love. Like, we're in love, we're in bliss, or at least I'm pretending we are. And you've noticed that I got issues. Like deep-seated issues, like deep. But I'm refusing to heal them. But you won't give up on me at all. Because you don't want to look like the bad guy. You want to look like the victor. You want to look like the savior when it's all said and done. I can string you along for the rest of my life without ever having to heal a thing. And I don't have to heal nothing. I can string you along forever. Like when I say forever, I mean, and I do mean forever. Even if you built up the courage, even if all your homegirls showed up to my crib right now, tied me to a chair, taped me to a chair, put a pistol to my head, and helped you pack your stuff up and leave, you would leave with me in you. And we're gonna have a ritual for the empath release. Trust, it's gonna be a long day, y'all. That's gonna be a long ass day right there. So, for the empaths in here, if you claim to be dating a narcissist right now, are you dating him or are you dating his poverty? Because choosing not to heal, choosing to remain broken, although the solutions are there, is a very impoverished mindset. Said, how does that make us the narcissist? Because as much as you claim they want all the attention and it's all about them, you desire the exact same thing. You're just not getting it from them. And you hope that if you help them heal, that's what you'll receive. You're hoping. It's not gonna happen, but you hoping. Like, yeah, you're hoping. It's not gonna happen, but you got high apple pie in the sky hopes. You know what I'm saying? I sat there and I thought about, because I'm empathic. I sat there and I thought about it one day. I said, why? Because I kept blaming all my exes, because all my exes were narcissistic. I kept blaming all of them. I'm like, why would you just string me along? You see the words we use? String, court. Why would you just string me along? Like, if you ain't really want to be with me, I'm with you like 3, 4, 5 years. Like, I'm doing everything I can to love on you and be there for you. Like, why would you string me along if you don't really want me? It's easy to keep somebody you don't want when you pretend that what you want from them is valuable to you. It's easy. And so one day I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, that's your fault. You're the problem. You're the problem. You thought you could save them from issues they weren't even willing to deal with themselves. You thought. That's what makes you narcissistic. You're trying to control someone else's narrative by manipulation. Your manipulation appears genuine and sweet, but it's still manipulation nonetheless. Oh, babe, I just want to make a suggestion, you know? Like, no, that's manipulation. If somebody don't want to heal, that's called an attack. And that's how they're going to see it, and that's how they're going to treat you. And then they're going to lie to you and say, I'm going to heal it. So now you're happy. They're working on themselves. No, the hell they are not. And all of you in here who have dated a narcissist know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Like, no, they're not. They never were, and they most likely never will. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Because this is what I say. It's the last thing I'm going to touch on impact, because we're still talking about poverty consciousness. But if someone is choosing not to heal, hear me out, because I need to explain to y'all why I said that. And better not nobody run with it, because I'm the first one to really say it. I swear to God, call it ego if you want to. But it's something don't nobody want to say, because empaths have been built up around weakness. And I don't like it, because y'all some of the strongest beings walking this plane. I swear to God. Like the toughest, the most powerful, the most potent. But if someone's refusing to heal, I want you to meditate on this when you get some time. If someone's refusing to heal, are they really broken? This will let you know if you're a narcissist or not. Remember what I told you about perception? Remember how I told you right and wrong is not in the hands of us? It said they're in denial. Are they? Because if you weren't in their life, would you be aware of their problem? You called their behavior a problem in correlation to how they treat you. If you didn't exist in their life, there would be no problem. If someone doesn't believe they're broken, they are not. When we say they're in denial, what we're trying to do is tell them who they should be and who they could become should they live under the rules and laws that we see for them. That's what I mean. They are who they want to be, which means you cannot change them. If I think being a dog, like dogging women out, is what I'm about, if I feel like being a dog is okay and is positive and is what I'm all about, you can't tell me any different. You can't come to me and tell me I need to learn how to treat women. I know exactly how to treat women, exactly how I want to treat a woman. And once you leave that person alone, you'll start to see that you couldn't control them at all. They let you think you had an inkling of control, so you would stay. And then that's how they control you. Control issues. Everybody's trying to have the upper hand, the power. You get me? They're trying to have that upper hand. Like, no, I don't care how much of a healer you are. If somebody refuses to see that they're broken, even if they're showing examples of brokenness, you gotta go. You gotta go. You are on an impossible mission. Like the mission impossible. Mission impossible. So a lot of you oracles watching right now, the reason you're impoverished is because you're still trying to heal someone else's poverty. I feel like I can't wait to open up my church of consciousness so I can get my choir behind me with the organ so I can hoop. Like, it's gonna be crazy. But the reason it feels like everything in your life is coming late, it's because you're always early for everybody else's problems. Oracle. Oracle. Don't worry, I'm gonna have my own church of consciousness one day. Break the mold. We healing. That's all we gonna do. Do y'all get what I'm saying, oracles? Some of y'all intuition is ahead of your own problems, and it's ahead of other people's issues. And so you only pick up messages about them, which means you're trying to heal their impoverished mindset. Because I told y'all, poverty is not just money. Poverty is mindset. Poverty is how they move. Poverty is how they react. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to heal that for them. You're trying to seek a solution to a problem that they haven't even recognized as a problem yet. Oh, and that's why you're going to get up out of there, goddess. I see your comment. I just don't want to say it loud on the chance that she might be around. You feel me? Welcome to day 9 of the 52 days of ritual. Today we're blocking poverty. I know everybody thought it was just about money, but money's like the last thing that poverty touches. And you know how I know what I'm saying is a fact? Because if you look back over the history of your bloodline, at some point, something happened that was very traumatic that caused a bruise to the DNA. Like a bruise. Now everybody in your family is born that same way. Now you can't make money because you come from a background of abuse and manipulation and hate and jealousy, the types of things that make you hide from your own abundant nature. Now look at you, fighting every day. An impossible war. You're never going to win that fight. The reason you're not going to win that fight is because that war is split between you and the people you call friends, family, and significant other. Sometimes you need to drop all of it altogether. Even if you're the one in the wrong, you need to drop it in order to evaluate it. Because until it's evaluated properly for how you perceive reality, because I'm not trying to change your perception on reality. I'm trying to get you to take a cold, hard look at yourself. You get what I'm saying? After you've evaluated for how your life is set up, the laws and rules you follow for your reality, after it's evaluated, then you know how to treat it. But until you've been alone long enough to actually understand yourself and the traumas you carry inside of you, you ain't got no business trying to share the burden with everybody else. Y'all problems ain't even the same. You can't manifest money. You can't make money. You don't see a lot of prosperity in your life because of your circumstances growing up as a child. The very same people that you grew up with can't manifest money or prosperity in their life because their circumstances from adulthood. You're not dealing with the same type of trauma, but y'all come together under a cluster because of understanding. I told y'all understanding is dangerous. It's so dangerous. Because you understand someone doesn't mean you should submit to their problems. I understand you just fine. And I also understand that you don't want to do anything to change it. So I'm going to go ahead and move around. A lot of you are getting ready to graduate to your next level in life. But do you want to know what Spirit is saying to you in this time? For those that are prepared to receive it. You know what Spirit is saying to you at this time? When it is time for you to graduate to your next level of life, will you really be willing to go this time without excuse, without fear, and without worry? I know a lot of y'all thought your life was over because it's been hell for so long, but the opportunity is getting ready to slide across the table. And it's getting ready to change everything. Wait till we get to the incantation. I got some cool list spells for y'all to try, right? Cool little rituals for y'all to try. I got some stuff for y'all to try. Because you want to know how I made it out of poverty consciousness? Because I stepped away from all forms of poverty for like 2 hours straight. I went to the park one day and I thought to myself, I'm so damn wealthy. And you know, the harshest thoughts came to my mind, because we got to stop judging ourselves so much in order to graduate to this next level. The harshest thoughts came to my mind. I was like, my family is really ghetto, bro. Like ghetto. Like ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Like the harshest of thoughts. Like, my family is really ghetto. Like, they get on my nerves. Like, if I had $1 million, I don't even know if I would buy them a house, because then the house would be ghetto. I had every thought that I could possibly have. And I allowed myself to have it, because that judgment was me releasing myself from the cluster of poverty. Y'all think I'm capping? If I wasn't so afraid to be stuck in another cycle, I'd take y'all with me back to Vegas, and I'll show you that I mean it literally, that I can take a rock from my father's crib and hit my aunt's apartment. I could stand in my aunt's apartment, take a rock, and hit my uncle's crib. Poverty was so big in my family, the cluster. I'm talking not just your immediate family, I'm talking about aunts and uncles all in one area, all borrowing and living off of one another. It appeared to be a community, because if we didn't have no food, we can go get it from elsewhere. But the truth was, we were comfortable with the fact that we didn't have to go any harder in our life. Some of you are too comfortable where you are. That's why you're not happy with who you are. Stop letting these spiritualists convince you that you just some broken wretch. You are not satisfied, and respectfully, that is okay. Never be satisfied. Always be grateful. Always be grateful, but never be satisfied. Because if you want more out of life, you have to produce more energy out of you. You can't just do manifestation ritual after manifestation ritual after manifestation ritual and just sit there. Remember how I told y'all need to go outside? Because if your magic is stuck in your house, it's not flowing anywhere. That's why you only get synchronicities on your cell phone, because that's all you're connected to. You ain't even in the atmosphere. Peep game. And I think I'll take y'all on a walk sometime during this 52 days of ritual, because if you think I'm playing, the gym, LA Fitness, the corner store down the street, Quick Trip, 7-Eleven in the opposite direction, the power box outside of my neighborhood, all have my birthday on it. I'm not lying to you. All have my birth, because I'm potent in the atmosphere. No pieces can be moved if all the pieces are stuck in one place. If I measure the circumference of a puzzle, right? You know, in like a square, right? Square block. And I put the puzzle inside of it, I break it into 1,000 pieces, because that's how many pieces in the puzzle, right? Excuse me, I shade. And I put the puzzle pieces back together. It will only fit in that square. And a lot of you are stuck in the house. So I see 324 at a time. That's me, Bailey. That's me. That's me. Like in the atmosphere, potent. Because I understood one thing. If I don't get out of the house, especially if your house, right? Especially if your house is the place of your struggle, you don't need to be in there all the time. That means you sleep in struggle, you eat in struggle, you shower in struggle, you poop in struggle, you cry in struggle, you laugh in struggle. Said I'm stuck in the house because I don't have a key. Do you see how limiting that is to your abundant nature? You're trapped. Bailey, I ain't none of that either. You know better than that. I'm way older than astrology. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You don't have a key, which means you don't have access. 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 I want you to, for the person that said you're trapped inside because you don't have a key, I want you to take your piece of paper and your pen right now, and I just want you to write in big letters on your page, access. I'm gonna tell you why when we get to the ritual portion, with the big ritual portion, but access. Access. I want you to write access on the piece of paper, because if you're trapped inside, everything you are is being trapped inside. When you decide to flourish, and I'm warning you right now, when you decide to flourish and do more with your life, you'll probably be kicked out of where you live. And I'm warning you right now, because this is what happens to people that are on lockdown by people who choose to try to control them. Once you decide to live your life and expand, they kick you out because they think that if they remove you from the space that they made you feel falsely safe in, you won't ever prosper. You won't ever prosper. But hear me, and hear me clearly, because this is my word over your life right now. No matter what happens, don't return. When it's your chance to leave, don't return. I don't care how much hell you go through on your way out. Heaven's waiting on you. Do not return for anything, because your submission to the false version of safety is what leaves you impoverished. Why you think I ain't came back to Vegas yet? Why you think people on my live be in Vegas all the time when you can come out here and visit? There's a reason. Because I know my family is my kryptonite. And because I know my family is my kryptonite, if they call me while I'm in the city, I'm going to answer. If I see the situation is too bad and that I know they need my help, I'm not going to leave. I'm 33 years old with my first apartment ever in my whole life. This apartment is in my name. I went hard for this. You understand? I know that my family is my weakness, and I'd be willing to sacrifice this to help them. And I know, because I know that's a weakness of mine, because I'm not going to call it a strength. Because if I have to sacrifice me to help you, that sacrifice is not noble. It's a weakness. So I know I have that weakness. So I have no plans on coming back to the city. None. Zero. Until at least I'm like a landowner or a homeowner. A lot of you are only trapped in poverty because you're living through, or you're living out, other people's lives. Excuse me. You're living out other people's lives. For the spiritualists, sorry that I have to separate the two. People don't even believe in oneness. It's not necessary for us to prosper. Self-acceptance and acceptance of others is how we will prosper. Because oneness without acceptance of others, it ain't nothing but an internal war. We're going to beef anyway. But for the love and light community, right? For the love and light community, because I know you're watching. And I know everything I'm saying to you appears like a challenge, because you're sweet, you're nice, you're full of love and light. That means you're gentle. You have an approach of love on everything. Let the love you have for yourself be greater than that than you have for others. Because I promise you, nobody's going to be set free in your life until you set yourself free. For the dark community, the dark workers, because you matter to me too. I'm not judging nobody, okay? For the dark workers, your whole overall reality is chaos. In the darkness is chaos. You see nothing, so everything is possible. You have to lean more towards the light, which is simply saying, I love myself to stop participating in the chaos that I let other people define for me. And for the order and righteousness community, that's me and my peeps. For the order and righteousness community, you have to participate on both sides at the same time, because I love you enough to leave you alone. Because I know that if I stay submitted to how you think my reality should be, in due time, I'm going to hate you. In due time, you will become my enemy. In due time. When it finally comes to light, that you are the one that's been holding me back, and I've been the one that's been enabling you to hold me back, I'm going to hate you way faster than I hate me. Because you knew exactly what you were doing. Each and every one of you watching right now has an option. It may not be a big option. It may not be the best of options. But where you are, if you are dissatisfied, anywhere but where you are is better than where you are. If you're in an abusive relationship, anywhere you go will be better than where you are. If you're dating a narcissist, anywhere you go will be better than where you are right now. If you're overly submitted to your job, any other job would be better than where you are right now. Because some of you do make enough money to make a living. You make enough money to survive. You get by. You know what I'm saying? You getting by. But it's hard for you to get by when where you make your money is stressing you out. This is why you splurge. This is why you splurge. This is why you spend your abundance on things you don't need for temporary satisfaction, i.e. addictions. Things you know you shouldn't be doing because it ain't added no type of value to your life. Because you need to escape from the realities you've been submitting yourself to. This is your version of poverty. It's a very impoverished way to live. Sometimes you have to just take up all of your strength and walk away from the things that are draining the life out of you. And I mean, they are draining the life out of you. For the religious folks that's in here watching that don't know nothing about this woke stuff, your church is your poverty. Oh my God. I'm sorry for the woke folks. Well, I'm not sorry because I talk to all walks of life. I got the mouthpiece to do so. I'm blessed. You understand? So for the church folks in here, your church is your version of poverty. Do you want to know what I mean by that? I mean, matter of fact, this could go for everybody if you have an eye to see and an ear to hear. Your church is your version of poverty. For the woke folks, your church is your version of poverty. Because if you go to church, right, for the religious folks in here, for my Christians in here, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? If I go to your church, right, and the choir starts singing, "Open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain," and I put my hands up to worship, and everybody looks at me like, I will never come back to your church again. You should feel free where God exists. Ooh, you should feel free where they claim God exists. These are the facts. Tell me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm capped. For the woke folks, if you want it in people, your church is your poverty. If the circle you have, the people you kick it with, even your friends on social media find you strange for the way you believe. I don't care if you conspiracy theory addicted. If you're found strange for that, you do know that's your version of worship. That's what brings you into the presence of the Almighty, okay? And I put it in air quotes because it's so unlimited, right? I don't want to limit that energy. But that's what brings you into the presence of the Almighty. But it's causing you to be impoverished because you're trying to downplay yourself to fit in with people that you could break them out of themselves if you would just be yourself. You are submitting to realities that are impoverished, and they're making you feel impoverished. You can't manifest. You ain't got no blessings on the way. Ain't no gifts coming for you or none of that because you're not being honest. And I know people hate when I say this, but we all be lying. When you gotta shut your mouth to try to keep the peace so you don't lose everything you've ever had, you're lying. And when you lie, nothing can come to pass with a lie because you don't feel good not being real. Come on now. It don't feel good. I gotta hide who I am to make you comfortable, which means everything that I desire for myself, I have to hide it too. Because if I told you what I really wanted, you probably kill me on the spot. On the spot. On the spot. And I'm proud of you for spending so much time outside. Because you got to. You got to. You got to. There's nothing for you in a space that makes you feel small. There's nothing. Literally nothing. Bupkis. Nothing. It's nothing for you in a space that makes you feel small, that makes you feel unappreciated, that makes you feel unwanted, uncared for, and unloved. For my people in here that are in relationships or situationships, I should say. And I gotta talk to, because I'm giving y'all different versions of poverty, and I hope you're paying attention. I'm giving you different versions of poverty. You're waiting on them to change. My question to you, and I want you to write this down on your piece of paper. I want you to write down, how much longer do I have to wait? And then when the answer comes, because it's going to come to you immediately while you're writing it, because I always told y'all, I'm going to teach y'all how to trust your intuition too. How much more time do I have to wait? And whatever answer that comes to you immediately, I want you to write it right under there. Because you've been asking for clarity. The clarity been there, but you like the fog because it allows you to lie to yourself while struggling at the same time. The relationship is dead, and you keep trying to perform mouth to mouth on something that's already gone. I want you to write on that piece of paper, how much longer do I have? Don't comment it, write it. I don't want to see it. That's on you. That's on y'all. I don't want to see it. That's your business. Excuse me, I'm burping like crazy. I'm telling you, the only reason I'm fat is because I got messages for y'all in my belly. The only reason. It's the only reason. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. But yeah. Said, what is the journal prompt today? I'll let you know when it's time for you to write something in your journal, but take notes with things that resonate with you during this live. For those of you that are just getting in here, welcome to day 9 of the 52 days of ritual. That's right. We've been going 9 days strong. Every day a different ritual. Can y'all believe it? Every day. These are donation-based rituals, and I'll get the donations from the people participating in a little while. After I'm finished teaching, preaching, channeling, deactivating, and reactivating. If you don't have a donation for the ritual, it's fine. I still want you to stay, okay? I still want you to stay, so don't you go nowhere. Don't you dare go nowhere. Because it's in this very moment that you're finally going to begin the process of breaking up your relationship with all forms of poverty. It's in this moment. It's happening right now as I speak to you all. You're evaluating your life in a millisecond, and you're making changes. You're making changes immediately. And it may seem tough, it may seem hard, and it may seem harsh, the things you have to do next in your life. But it's worth it because you matter more than you've been making other people feel they matter. How you love yourself is way more important than how you've been trying to demonstrate that you love others. How you treat yourself is way more important than how you've been treating other people. You give everybody and their mama the best of you. And then you come back and you give you whatever's left. And for some of you, it don't be nothing left. So I be feeling like I ain't doing enough. Then you ain't doing enough. Remember, be grateful. Never be satisfied. Be grateful for what you have and what you possess, your gifts, your anointing. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful, but don't ever be satisfied. Satisfaction makes you neglect what you know you need to do to get to your next step. So I got a cool little ritual for y'all to do. I just want you to try it, right? As I said, when we get there, I'm gonna do it, but I've been holding on to this for some days now. I can't wait to tell y'all because it's something I did, right? So for those of you in here who are entrepreneurs, even if you're not an entrepreneur and you work a regular job, it don't matter. This will work for you too. Tomorrow, I want you to pick your favorite number. If your number is beyond 10, I want you to just add the two numbers together until you get a single digit, okay? tomorrow, I want you to write on a piece of paper, every application I fill out is an activation to my abundance. Hear me and hear me clearly. I ain't had a job since like 2010, 2011. Just so y'all know how serious this is, okay? I want you to write down every application I fill out is an activation to my abundance. It's not about getting the job. It's about the opportunity of newness and harnessing that energy of a new opportunity for the opportunities you actually want. As whatever your favorite number is, fill out that many job applications tomorrow. Don't think, man, I really don't want to work here. That means pick some of your least favorite places. But amongst them job applications, pick a place you know you don't qualify for. Because some of you need to take a leap. Some of you need to take a leap and understand that just because you don't feel qualified for your next step doesn't mean you don't deserve to take it. Ashe? It doesn't mean you don't deserve to take it. You feel you're not qualified because you haven't experienced life enough to prove to you that you are. The only way you're going to get proof is if you move. The only way you're going to get proof is if you move. And so I want you to fill out one application tomorrow. I mean, you ain't even got to take the application process serious. When you get to the job application and they say, why should we hire you? Just put, because I'm worth hiring. And you know you got a serious activation if the job call you back. I ain't saying you got to take the job. You want to take the job, that's up to you. What I'm saying is I want you to harness the energy of I got the job and turn it into I got the opportunity. Now that you got the opportunity, the possibilities are endless. Endless. Said I'm taking the job. Interesting. When we get to this incantation, you might just get the job you want. Facts. Said I've actually already started. I just don't call them back. But who's that? The Jamana. But Jamana, change the intent. Because you could be looking at jobs for money. Look at jobs for opportunities and watch how many opportunities present themselves to you. You might fill out an application at a place that has a huge ballroom for you to do work in, and you may not even want the job, but now you got the opportunity to rent out the ballroom. You have to learn how to use yourself instead of letting people use you. Use yourself instead of letting people use you. All of these gifts y'all have, all of this power you have, all of these opportunities that's getting ready to slide across the table, all of the blessings that's getting ready to pour into your life, you want to make sure it all comes to you. And then you can divvy it out how you choose. Then you can divvy it out how you choose. And stop thinking I have to bless them. You ain't got to do nothing. Because if you're giving or pouring from a damn near empty cup, you can't get mad when you're thirsty. And you can't expect water from people you give water to. They can't water you. They use your water to water themselves. What they gonna give to you? If I looked at it like the seed in a garden, if you use my water to water your seeds, the most you could probably give me is some of your crop. But most people take what they take from you, use it to get whatever they need, and act like they never took anything from you to get what they need. So therefore, put you first in the most selfish of ways. Put you, watch what happens to your life. It's gonna hurt your feelings. It's gonna hurt your feelings to turn away from people and watch them struggle. But that's your problem. You're always trying to watch somebody struggle. How can I assist them? You can assist them by assisting yourself. And if you want to bless somebody, you bless them. But if they can't follow your example to get out the mud, then they need to play around with the rest of the pigs. Excuse me. Y'all watch people struggle. How can I help them? How can I help them? You thought of more solutions for others than you thought of yourself. Now, who's guilty of that? Especially if you're a practitioner. I'm definitely talking to you. If you in here and you do rituals yourself, when's the last time you did one for yourself? I mean, gave it as much effort as you give to them. When's the last time you channeled a message for yourself with as much effort as you channel for everybody else, for the prophets and the prophetesses in here? When's the last time you sat down to hear a message from God for yourself? You're so selfless. You're impoverished. Come on now. Come. Hey. So, assalamu alaikum, God. Teach me the proper response so I can respond to you properly. Teach me the proper response so I can respond to you properly. Is it salaikum, walaikum salam? Teach me the proper response so I can respond to you properly. I ain't finna bro. I don't disrespect nobody's beliefs or religion. I said it right. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. Wa Allah. I did it. Look. Yo, wait, I'm so excited. Look, you see me? I'm like. Because every walk of life is on this live right now. From Muslims to Christians to witches. Y'all all in here. I told y'all, this is my #1 law. It's like a law for me. I really don't care what you believe in. I only care what you apply and whether that's working for you. And do you need clarity about it? It don't bother me that you believe in Jesus. What bothers me is that you believe in Jesus and you still walk around defeated. It don't bother me that you believe in Allah, that you follow Allah, the will of Allah. It bothers me that you follow the will of Allah and you still walk around bothered. For the woke folks in here, I don't care that you believe in the Orisha. I do too. I believe in the Orisha, okay? Allah do Mari. All praises. Oh, yeah, Asheo. Look, what bothers me is that you believe in that and you still walk around like you're defeated. Which means your application of whatever you're believing in is failing, most likely because you're submitted to other people's problems. You're walking in other people's poverty. And because of that, you have no energy left over for yourself. You can't be liberated because you're worried and working for other people's liberty. These are facts. These are facts. Check me out. For the person that just commented, let fate decide and walk away from the things that are confusing me. Anything that is righteous, anything that is righteous does not operate in confusion. Anything that's righteous does not operate in confusion. But you also have to understand the difference between confusion and a test. You have to understand the difference between something trying to confuse you and something trying to figure out whether or not you know better. Discernment, facts. Did you come here on discernment day? That was powerful. Did you miss the ritual for discernment? Oh my God. Oh my God. Said, what if you know better? Said, what if you know better, but your heart is like, but do you really? Day, what you have to understand, because I know a lot of y'all, I don't know why y'all say it, because to me it's not that deep, but like y'all say, you know, I'm a spirit or a soul having a human experience. When you say I'm having a human experience, you're submitted to the human. Okay? When you say the human experience or the human is having the opportunity to experience me, the human submits to you. You are not the body. You have a body. You're in a body. You own a body. You surround a body. You control a body. So it really don't matter what your heart is saying, because your soul knows what's right even when what's right is inaudible. And how you communicate, the communication between both parties is important. If you let your body own every movement you make, it's always going to make a mistake, because the soul is whole and perfect. The body is striving for perfection. It's growing. Your DNA is changing. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is shifting and expanding. So in that expansion, you have to have control, which is why I tell y'all to write your laws. And the laws must be absolute. Which means no matter what my body, my mind, my heart, even my light stick in your vajayjay, no matter what it's saying, I have authority. Yes, Ashe. Phew. Come on now. Because the question I want you all to ask yourself is my body impoverished? Or is my body keeping me impoverished? So what you mean, right laws? The absolute laws of your life. The things that you know better than to go against no matter what. If I tell myself every time I get in the car, it's not allowed to turn left. It's just an example. It's a funny example, but I'm serious. If I get in the car and I say every car that I get into is not allowed to turn left, if I get in the car with a person like an Uber driver and he's at the light, he's getting ready to bust that left, I got to get out the car, because my absolute law says no left turns. And it's hard to follow your own law when you're used to being submitted to the push and the pull of the atmosphere. A lot of you do have absolute laws. You have laws you put over your life. You know what I'm saying? You do have laws you've put over your own life, but you don't follow them because it's easy to submit to the things that are destroying you because you're used to destruction. You determine the laws by what you want out of your life. If you want to have a life of more peace, the first law is I don't deal with chaotic situations. Which means you just might have to go through your phone and block everybody. And I do mean everybody, because it's your law in your house. You know, for the Christians in here, right? My mom, I swear, my brother, my oldest brother, he went through a Gothic phase, right? He had all the Wicca books, all of that. I was a Christian back then, so I thought it was absolutely evil. I was a mama's boy, so I was going to do whatever my mama wanted me to before I ever walked in my shamanistic ways, like for real. But he had the little Wicca, whatever. My mom would beat on his door and speak her absolute law. Do you know what the absolute law was? She would literally open this damn door. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And that's an absolute law, or you gotta get out. And a lot of you don't have any laws in your house. You have a law in your heart. You have a law in your mind. It sounds like I'm saying Allah. That's crazy. But you have a law in your heart. You have a law in your mind. But you got to put the law in the atmosphere. Because once it's in the atmosphere, if you disrespect it, you're disrespecting yourself. But the things you never speak, the things you hide from yourself, okay, I know that's my absolute law. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. No wonder you feel, you know what I'm saying? No wonder you feel less than what you're supposed to be, because you don't even respect what you put forth for yourself. So that's a part of the homework tonight. After the ritual's done, after we get done doing this incantation and I tell y'all what to write on these pieces of paper, I want you to write just 4 or 5 new laws. Let them be new. And under the law, I want you to write absolute, because when something is absolute, it doesn't change. And I mean absolute. I mean absolute. Said the flesh takes over. You know why the flesh takes over? Because you spend more time empowering it than empowering your real self. which says this isn't for me. Because the body, no matter how old and gray and wrinkly the body gets, it's still a child. You have to remind your heart not to walk into situations where you know you're going to get broken. Why is the screen frozen? Come on, screen, unfreeze. Maybe it's just frozen for some people. Said, will you say an absolute example? One of my absolute laws is I don't argue. Thank you for the crane. One of my absolute laws is I don't argue. It's so absolute. When I say it's absolute, it's so absolute. I've gotten in relationships with women in the past and left in the same day because an argument was coming. There's a major difference between a discussion and an argument. If I have to raise my voice at you, I don't love you. And if you raise your voice at me, you don't love me. If we have to argue, that means we're not mature enough to discuss things. One of my absolute laws is I do not argue. It brings me out of who I am and turns me into you. And that's absolute. That's absolute. That's why people, when they try to call me and chew me out, like especially because I ain't answering my phone, they correct themselves and they make a joke out of it because they already know. If you try to chew me out, you'll never hear from me again. It's almost like I never was alive in the first place. I don't argue. I'm not going to argue with you because most people don't know how to respect your space, your laws, and your boundaries because you don't respect your space, your laws, and your boundaries. Of course, they're going to call you with the same drama because you have yet to tell them, I don't want to hear that crap. Of course, alafia. Of course, they're going to come to your house and mess up, or leave dishes all over the counter and mess up your bedroom 4:44 on the clock and dirty up your crib and make it smell like I don't even know, all outside because you don't respect your own laws. You knew they were dirty before they came in your house, but yet you let them in. You never checked it because you felt like it was rude to check it. But what's really rude is allowing people to treat you how they choose to treat you, although it goes against how you desire to treat it. That's bad. And that, respectfully, is an impoverished mindset. How can you be wealthy in spirit, right? Let's not even talk about money for a moment. How can you be wealthy in spirit if you allow things in your space that take away from the wealth of your spirit? How? Same thing with money. How can you manifest more money in your life if you kick it with people with broke energy? And I do mean broke energy. The people that get happy to say the struggle is real. I mean happy. I'm talking about they're excited. I'm talking about they're excited about the struggle. You know, we be kicking it though. Times be hard, but we all right though. No, we are not all right. This is not all right. I wake up every day thinking that this is not all right. I'm not going to let you convince me that this is all right. I'm not going to let you convince me that this is the way life is supposed to go. And as soon as you find out people ain't with where you're headed, stop trying to take them with you. That's your problem now. That's your problem now. You trying to take them with you, and they haven't even learned how to crawl yet. I understand that's your peoples, that's your tribe, if that's what you call them. Yeah, I do one-on-one sessions. They're $125 for the half hour. That's why I say these donation-based rituals are a blessing, because a lot of people ain't got $125 just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? It's not just sitting around. Bank account on dry mouth. Like I done smoked 6 blunts. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny, but it is. How much is an hour? Double that, $250. Because I know how I talk. Can you imagine this one-on-one? What comes in the session? Everything. Whatever spirit needs to talk to you about, and whatever you need to talk about. I can't describe what comes in a session. That's why I call them intuitive conversations. We're gonna go where we need to. A lot of people get sessions with me and they try to storm me with questions, which means they're not listening to the answers. Like, okay, I get that. Okay, I have another question, like, slow your roll. Slow your roll. Like, do you really understand what I said? But it's an investment, because I'm not just trying to pick up on things whimsically to try to impress you. I'm trying to help you heal. I know, I got your text for your session. I'm not trying to, like, impress you. If you're watching this live, you're already impressed. You already know what I'm capable of. You already know what I do, which means the phone call is going to be more than just channeling. It's going to be solutions, because solutions is what you need. A lot of y'all are reading obsessed. A lot of religious folks are prophet and prophetess obsessed. You're just looking for a word, but receiving a word without a solution is more detrimental to your development than actually anything else in your life. There's no reason for me to tell you, oh, like this is this and this is this and this is that. And you go, oh my God, that was so amazing. You told me some stuff I never even thought about before, but didn't give you no solutions, because what you're doing is leaving the same way you came. Me, I am a church. You get what I'm saying? I am a church. And when you interact with me, when you talk to me, you will not leave the same way you came. Because if you leave the same way you came, I didn't do my job. And that harms me more than you know. That harms me. And that's a warning to y'all that go get all these readings all the time. Are they providing solutions or just messages? Because when you get off the phone with me, you're going to hit a new level in your spiritual nature. And I also do personal ritual work for people. That's a whole nother... The price, look, you see, that's the $. The price is up there, okay? It's up there, but it's worth it. But during the sessions on the phone, if there's some type of spiritual work that you need, I can walk you through how to do it for yourself. And I think that that's the beautiful thing about it, because each and every one of you should be developing a way to help yourself, not always depend on other people for help. Everybody has their own unique way of doing things. For the religious folks watching, you have a unique way you pray and you tarry on in spirit. You also have a unique way you worship and you dance and you give thanks to God or Jesus. You know what I'm saying? For the Muslims, you have a different, it's like a different variation of ways that you pray. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is the same. And each person that needs help should also be able to receive some type of counsel on a way that they can help themselves. When you get on the phone with me, we're going to talk about your abilities. We're going to talk about what you're capable of. You know why? Because I have what I call purge energy. You're going to tell me everything. You're going to tell me what you're capable of. Even before you notice, you're telling me what you're capable of. And when you tell me, my mind is going to start computing how you can help yourself through your own methods. Because if you're not leaving from a session or walking in your life uniquely, then who are you really? Who are you? You are everyone you've ever encountered. So you're really not you yet. You're really not you yet. That's just a fair warning. And in that respect, you're impoverished, because when you finally get to know yourself, either you're going to be too afraid to embrace it, or you're going to resist it because you don't believe in just how powerful and or anointed or gifted you truly are. And I don't talk to y'all like you ain't got no gifts. I don't talk to y'all like you ain't amazing. I don't talk to y'all like you ain't special. I don't talk to y'all like you're not unique. I talk to you. The only reason I talk to y'all is because you're special. Say, ooh, sounds like Egg Bay. Ha! Ashe. Hey, don't bring up the Egg Bay. I'm talking about, people don't even know about that. Shh. Ashe, Egg Bay room. Egg Bay baby called you. I just like seeing that. Nobody really knows. My sessions can be virtual or in person. If you're in Dallas, they can be in person. But I'm only doing in-person sessions for hour sessions. You know what I'm saying? A 30-minute session, I ain't pulling up and you ain't pulling up. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know. That's dope. Shoot me a message on my Instagram. I F's with that. So I remember you talked about that when you were in Mexico. Yeah. So I knew you were calling me Ilegua here. I share shoe. Oh, we always in the building. They always in the building. But yes, sometimes what you need, not sometimes, but all the time, what you need is solutions. And when you can't find a solution, be still. The reason why you need to be still is because you don't want to make moves that's going to take you further away from the solution. Sometimes in your life, being still is the only way you're going to get the solution. Because some of you exist in panic, which is a part of poverty consciousness. You're panicking about everything. You're panicking about everything. And it causes you to make moves and take risks that destroy the opportunity that's trying to come to you. And so when you don't have any solutions, be still. And when you're still, everything comes to you. The bad part is, some of you don't believe it when it comes to you. Some of you been told literally, you need to leave tomorrow. What you do? You made 1,000 excuses. Said, do people refer to you as their Baba, Brother King? Yeah, they do. I'm allowing myself to go by certain titles because I need to embrace the fact that I'm a God King. Like, I need to embrace it, because if I don't embrace it, then I won't see the fullness of what I'm really capable of. So yeah, people call me Baba. Some of you need to leave tomorrow. Some of you need to make that phone call as soon as we get off this live, this here poverty blocker ritual. Some of you need to get off this live, get on the phone and tell them about themselves. Let this be the first and the last time you have to tell them about themselves. Because some of you are so gentle in here that you're telling people about themselves come with a compromise. And I'm gonna need you to stop that. And if you want an example on what I mean by that, y'all need an example of that? Because even when you check people, it comes with a compromise. How do I say this? When I'm gonna help you. Look, I'm gonna help you. This is you checking people, right? When you check them, what you're really saying is, don't you do that crap no more. Like, don't you approach me, talk to me like that no more. Like, I'm not going to allow you to do that. Do you understand? Like, yeah, I understand. That's it. It's a check. Then you go, because if you talk to me like that again, I'm gone. But if you do better, then I'll stay. What you really did was opened up another part of your gateway for them to access. You're making an excuse not to let them go, and they're going to let you do it because people know that they're doing you dirty. People understand that they're doing you dirty. They're not stupid. They're not slow. They know exactly what they're doing to you. And when you give them that type of ultimatum, what you're saying is, you can still be who you are, but if you change a little bit, I'll let you stay. When you make an excuse for someone else's behavior based off of how they're treating you, you're giving them access to parts of you that you haven't even accessed yet. Now you can't sleep at night. Now when you're supposed to get a download from the source, you ain't getting it because they all up in your face. They all up in your ear. They're getting on your nerves. You have not told them you're getting on my nerves yet. There is a respectful way to say you're getting on my nerves. Do you want to hear it? You want to hear it? You want to hear it? A respectful way to say you're getting on my nerves is the way you're approaching things in life, your situations, your dramas, the problems that you're facing are bothering me. Respectfully, you just said you're getting on my nerves. When people want to continue using you, when you say it respectfully, that's what they're gonna hear. You're getting on my nerves. You know how many people I've talked to on the phone, and the very first thing they said after I said, you got too much drama going on, I can't be a part of that, I'm gonna have to let you go. Oh, well, I guess my problem's just too much for you. I guess you never cared. We've been on the phone for 6 days. Every day for the last 6 days. I ain't never cared. This makes it so much easier for me to hang this phone up and block your phone number. This makes it so much easier for me to walk away from you because I know you don't care about me. You care about what you need, and you knew that I was understanding and loving enough to give you what you needed, regardless of how you treated me. And now that I'm standing up for myself, which means I'm walking in my wealth, now that I'm standing up for myself, I'm fake. Come to find out it was you the whole time. You, the whole time. The way you're living your life is bothering me. The way you exist, the way you make moves, the way you treat other people bothers me. Because this is a conversation, and a lot of you need to have this conversation with your parents. It's just hard because you don't know how to say it without letting your trauma come up and scream at them, because that's what you're waiting to do. You're waiting to scream. Don't scream. Be gentle. You can scream later. Be gentle, but be firm. Get what I'm saying? Gentle and firm, which means I'm saying what I mean and I mean what I say and I'm not relaxing on it, but I don't have to cuss you out to get my point across. I text my father and told him exactly this. He texted me because he kept saying something happened to us. You don't talk to me no more. You don't text me. You don't call me no more. I said, honestly, Dad, I said, whatever you're going through right now, you have things you need to work on within yourself. You have things you need to heal. Watching you go through what you've been going through and watching you avoiding healing it is hurting me. And so until you heal it, I don't think we should be in communication. My father's response was a manipulation. It's okay, son. Well, I guess I'm just dead to you. Fine, whatever you gotta say to get out of my face. Because I can't stay up at night worrying about someone who isn't worried about themselves. It does me no good. It puts me in a place of poverty because that means I've paused my life to press play on yours. So everything I'm trying to do for myself will never work. Speak your mind, but let your mind interpret what your heart is saying in a respectful way. Because a lot of you do want to yell at your parents for your traumas, but I promise you, the results ain't going to be what you want it to be. Most parents, 85% of parents are in denial. Boy. Denial is a tough cookie. They don't believe they hurt you. They believe they did their best. And the truth is they did their best. They did their best because their best is defined by them. Whether it was good enough for you or not is up to you. But trying to beef with them and have drama with them, I told you, once you get in an argument with someone, once you start yelling, spitting, shouting, cussing each other out, threatening one another, you're carrying them with you to your future. You're not going anywhere, I promise you that. You just created a whole new cord. You create a whole new cord. I don't care how many cord cuttings you do. Every time you beef with somebody, that's a new cord. Every time you allow what someone did to you a long time ago to anger you now, it's a new cord. And every time you don't cut that cord, the cord gets stronger. It goes from being wool to steel. Once the cord is steel, when a cord, and I gotta explain it like this for those that understand cords and cord cuttings, right? Once the cord becomes steel, cutting it becomes dangerous. You ever seen steel cords, like they're twisted? You know, if you cut the cord, the wires snap. They snap and they smack everything. Which means cutting the cord becomes dangerous. Never let it turn to steel. Cut it while it's wool. Cut it while it's still wool. Like, cut it while it's wool. Because when it becomes steel, when them wires snap, it's gonna cause pain. This is a fact. And some of y'all know what it's like. That's why it's hard for you to release the people you release, or you need to release, because you know it's going to hurt when you release them. That's because you let a simple cord become steel. You know you have to lose something in order to cut them off. But this is my thing, and I might be a little bit of an extremist. Oh, one of the rituals for the 52 days of ritual is a cord cutting. So I'm gonna have an incantation for that day, a spell, a mantra for that day. So don't even trip. I got you. But that's why some of you ain't cut off the people you know you need to cut off, because you know it's gonna hurt. You know you gotta lose something in that battle. The crazy thing is, I'm a bit of an extremist. I'm willing to lose everything just to get rid of you, because I was losing anyway, holding on to you. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Your self-worth will make you question just how much pain you can take. You can take more pain in your life as long as you're releasing the thing that's been hurting you forever. It's worth it. It's gonna hurt in the beginning for some of y'all. It's gonna hurt. This change from impoverished to wealthy, it's gonna hurt in the beginning, but it's gonna start to feel good when you see your blessings flow. And I wanna give y'all, before we get to this incantation in this next portion, I want to give y'all how do I say this, an activation of a blessing. For those of you who have been manifesting your ass off, hear me and hear me clear, because this is my activation over your life, because this is part of what this ritual is going to do. For those of you who have been manifesting your ass off, you've done ritual after ritual, you've been on my page, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, you know what I'm saying? Every time a ching money comes to me, spoil me, spoil me, spoil me. Everything wants to spoil me. You've been doing everything you can, but nothing's been happening. I promise you, when you switch from impoverished to wealthy, it's going to hit you like a flood, because it's been trapped behind poverty. Trapped. It's been, when I say it ain't gonna trickle in slow, it ain't gonna trickle in slow. Oh no, it's gonna come in like a mighty flood. And when I say a mighty, you know how you've been waiting to bless people because that's the kind of life you live? You're a blesser. You like blessing people. You're a blesser. You're a blesser. Imagine how you're going to be able to bless when you get to the side of wealth and release poverty. A flood is coming, and not the flood that's going to hurt, the flood that's going to change your life and the people you should be connected to's lives. Said my right hand is itching. Don't scratch it. Don't scratch it yet, because I think the way I teach magic, like I do hoodoo, is different. But don't scratch it yet. If your right hand is itching, tell it to multiply first, then scratch it. Because sometimes the abundance that you desire in your life is not coming because you love to settle. When people's hands itch, they go, ooh, I got some money coming. Some money? No, define it. Ooh, I got some money. No. No. I got 100,000 coming. Multiply. Clap that thing. Smack that thing. Get up on that thing. Like, make it multiply. Talk to yourself abundantly, even if it sounds delusional. Because magic is about allowing yourself to be unlimited in the presence of what seems impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems impossible for somebody to send you 600,000 until you believe you're worth it. You're worthy of that. Is it true that the left side is negative? No. Most research was done based off of one practitioner defining what magic meant for them. My question to you is, if you're a blesser, why don't both of your hands receive and give? You only give from your right, receive from your left. Some people say, oh, it's your dominant hand. Why don't both hands receive? Why does there have to be that's a practice of duality, and you don't have to practice duality when it comes to magic. Magic is not about duality. Magic is about intention and what's the word I'm looking for? And the authority to understand I get it how I want it, because there is a side of you where you're going to have to, what they call, lose money, because you have bills, you have things you're spending money on. So there's money coming out, but that means all money needs to come in. Not one side that's negative, because I could say the right hand gives and the left hand receives. That's fine, because that's not a negative connotation, because I love to give as well as I love to receive. But both hands give and both hands receive, because I don't prepare your meal with one hand, flip it in a bowl with one hand, hand you the bowl with one hand. No, I hold the handle on the pot with one hand and I cook that shit up with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, both of your hands can be blessed, just like both of your feet can be blessed. Be unlimited. Be unlimited. Enjoy your magic. Stop listening to limitation. Don't be afraid to be in your lab. Try things for yourself. Try things for yourself. Said, may all this energy You give, be multiplied, and give it. Wait, is that who I think it is? I know you got my comment. That's okay. I'm gonna come to your house and steal all your combs. That's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna take me serious. Nah, I adore you. I'm being funny. Or am I? Look, y'all. Poverty consciousness is a sneaky little thing. Because you think poverty consciousness is saying, I'm broke, or I don't have no money, or the struggle is real. Poverty consciousness is also, it's those things and many more. It's those things and many more. But poverty consciousness will make you say, although I don't really give to me much, I'm gonna still give to you. Poverty consciousness will say, although you don't deserve it, I'm gonna give you my all. Poverty consciousness will say, I know that I need to move forward in my life, but I can't leave these people. Is that today? Happy Oseifa. I'm really not from this dimension. When I first got here, I learned about all of the deities and gods and spirits of nature that operate in this place. I had to learn the pecking order in order to learn how to respect it. The Orisha, they rock with me. They love me. They adore me just like I adore them. But poverty consciousness covers a whole slew of things. You fed Ifa? It's been a while since I did that. I know, but I'm not officially a part of it either. Because the Orisha tell me I don't need to be. Because I've always had Ifa. Now that I've come to this point in my life, it makes sense. But they know what it is. And when it comes to the time, I'll just get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. But yeah, poverty consciousness looks like many things. Many things, not just money. Many things. Like if you know you're supposed to get up tomorrow and you got to get up and wash the car because don't nobody want to be rolling around in no dirty ass Uber, but you don't get up and wash the car, which means you can't work. Because if they report the car for being dirty, you can only get so many 1-star reviews before Uber's like, move around. Move around. That's an impoverished consciousness. That's poverty consciousness right there operating. If you know you got to study tonight because you have an exam coming up at the end of the week, don't make excuses. Even if you fall asleep with your face in the book, I'd rather you fall asleep with your face in the book than to not open it at all and then make the excuse when the time comes that you should have studied. That's poverty consciousness, because you know that what you need to do to get to your next level requires some action. And if you don't provide any action, you can't complain about nothing getting done. You can't complain about you not leveling up in life when you're choosing to run away from life. I understand you want things to come to you easy, but they'll come to you easy when you create a system for it to come to you easy. You keep making excuses of why it's not going to be easy, and you keep creating challenges for yourself. Say, just call me out. Exam next Sunday. My question to you, let's test your magic real quick. Are you going to pass your exam next Sunday? If you say, I hope so, I'm coming to your house and I'm stealing all of your earring backs. I'm gonna let you know right now. Yes, that's what I like to hear. I'm confident. Now that you're living, you just quantum leaped, okay? You just did it just now. Now that you're living in the moment of your success of that exam, now you have the energy to apply pressure to your studies. You have the energy. Don't waste it. Don't let nobody distract you. Don't let nobody don't implant any doubts in you. You got this. You got this. You got this. In fact, you're going to do better than you think you're going to do. Yeah, the earring backs. I'm petty. Show me you don't want to be prosperous. Show me you don't want to be prosperous. On me, I'll show up to your family house on Thanksgiving and spit on the turkey. Why? What you need turkey for? You ain't doing nothing. You don't even deserve to eat. What the Bible say? A man that don't work, don't eat. That should go for everybody. What y'all eating up in here? But you ain't doing nothing. I'll knock the whole table over. Like, for what? For what? Don't let Thanksgiving become your escapism. Oh, and I didn't forget about the gifts that I'm giving away either before we get to this next portion of this ritual, because I don't want to hold y'all too long. Before we get to the next portion of this ritual, I still have to give somebody $200 for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's on the 24th, right? It was 200, right? 200 for Thanksgiving, 500 to someone for their business. What was the other 500 for? $1,000, like that's splurge money to whoever I gifted to. No purpose for that. 500 for the business. So I believe you would do that, because I would, because I don't care. Like 500 for business, and then the 500. Oh, Christmas. My brain. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to remember, because Thanksgiving is coming up, so I need to give that away really soon. I need to give that $200 away really soon. Christmas. On again. No, don't expose my life. I haven't decided how to participate in the giveaway. The big giveaway for around Christmas time, for the 500 for the business, the 500 for Christmas, and the $1,000 giveaway, I'll decide that. The 200, I'm going to decide that by how I see people interacting, by how I know someone's situation, because that 200 for Thanksgiving is going to be crucial for somebody, because it's not only going to feed, a turkey damn near costs like $60, if not more than that. So I feel like that ain't even doing nothing. I might have to boost that up to 300, and this is coming from me. You understand? Like, this is coming from me. I don't want y'all to think because I'm doing donation-based rituals and it'd be like 260 people or 300 people watching that I got money like that. Slow your roll, Jelly Roll. Like, slow your roll. Like, no, it's what Spirit told me to do. And I'm obedient to Spirit, because Spirit knows who needs more than I can sense it myself. And I just want to help people. Like, that's nothing. Like, when I was growing up, I used to feed the homeless all the time. My goal is to prevent people from being homeless altogether. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to prevent it. So the person who gets $500 for their business, I hope you get your new inventory. I hope you bang that out. You know what I'm saying? The person who gets $500 for Christmas, I hope you take that money and invest in gifts that will constantly invest back into you. Do you dig? For the person with the $1,000, you do what you want with it, but I hope you take some of it and never touch it. Call it faith money. Faith money. Put 200 in an envelope and never touch it. That means it's a generator, for those that don't understand that. It's a generator. That money ain't never going nowhere. That means I don't spend it. It only multiplies. Just gave you another spell for those of you. And that's another test that I want y'all to do tonight. Whatever amount you can go get out of the bank tomorrow, I want you to get it out of the bank. And I want you to take two thumbtacks. And I want you to thumbtack it to your wall and never touch it again. If it bothers you that $20 is sitting on your wall and you need $20 today, what's really happening between you and that $20 is your poverty's being destroyed. I got money hanging on my wall over there. I'll never touch it. Like, it'll turn to dust before I even take it off that wall. Like, because I needed to generate, because I'm used to spending my last dollar. I was used to scrounging up change just to go to the store and get a black and mild. Something that definitely ain't helping me. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on to phase number 2. I can't wait to get that money away. That's the best I can do for people right now. And I'm excited about it. I'm so excited about it. That's right now. When I'm touching Oprah money, you get a house. You get a house. You get a house. You get a car. What? How much is a business license? You get a business. You get a business. I can't wait, bruh. And I can't wait to invest in the engineers, the inventors, because I'm one. Like, I can't wait. Like, oh, I got this idea, but I don't have the money to start it. Here you go. Here you go. Like, here you go. I mean, if you try and fail, at least you tried. At least you ain't wasting time hoping on an idea. You actually got to try it out. I think that's big. That's just me. Innovation is my thing. All right, so next step. That piece of paper that y'all have right now, and I have the code. I have the code right here for you to write it on there. But I got one more special gift for y'all for this ritual. And then I'll collect the donations for this ritual after we get done with the incantation. So everybody wait. Okay? Pay off mortgages. Facts. So I want everybody to write against the struggle on this piece of paper. Write against it. What I mean by write against it, I mean every thought that you had that you don't deserve to prosper, write the complete opposite. Like, I can pay all my bills. My bank account is overflowing. You know, your affirmations. My bank account is overflowing. My money never runs out. Things of that nature. Then I want you to go get a bill, because I know some of y'all late on y'all bills. That notice in the mail is red as hell. That envelope is embarrassing when you go get it from the mailbox. I got a few in my mailbox right now. That's because I forget to pay bills. And then I get, all my bills are mobile, so I can pay them on my phone. I be forgetting. I go check the mail. Like, what the hell is this? What you mean I'm late? I already paid it. Like, what you mean? I already paid it. Like, said, what if you have no bills? Then I just want you to write all my bills are paid. And not all my bills are paid, but all my debts are cleared. Because just because you don't have bills doesn't mean you don't have debts. Some of you are impoverished because your family's in debt. Okay, you said yours are mobile. Well, later on, because I don't want you to destroy the paper till later on, because I need people to be able to gather information. If all of your bills are mobile, I want you to take any bill, one bill, just take one bill that you know you need help paying. And I want you to write your account number on that same piece of paper with this here code, with this here code, with this here code. Pay attention to these instructions. Moderators, hear me and hear me clear. Hear me and hear me. How the hell do you owe $1,800 on the electric? I want you to go turn them damn lights off right now. Right now. You get up and you turn off every light in the house right now. You go to Walmart and you get some damn candles. Should no electric bill be $1,800? I get it if you fell on hard times or you just been late. But $1,800, you living on faith. You living on faith. You said, what if I don't have an account number? It's for rent. You get a confirmation number. You write that down. Write that down. I'm going to give y'all this code. There's some very specific instructions here. $1,800. Jinkies. Jinkies. My power bill is like $85. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all need to spend some time outside. That's what you need to do. Go outside. Ain't that much power in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, go outside. That's a lot. Moderators, y'all ready for this code? Solar costs money. Solar costs so much money, bruh. The code is 5686. It's a longer one. It's 5686 7254. 5686 7254. 5686 7254. Thank you. 5686 7254. Please repeat that code in the comments for the people who didn't get it. After you write that code, I want you to put a dash and the last 4 digits of your debit card number. Bet not nobody comment their debit card number. Don't be a fool. All right? This is something you're writing on your personal piece of paper. Okay? 5686 7254 dash the last 4 of your debit card number. No, just one debit card. Your main debit card. Your main one. Because I'm going to burn a crap ton of ancestor money tonight. Like, I'm going to have to order more first thing in the morning. Like, a crap ton. I'm just sending blessings for one bill. One. One. Pick your highest bill, your most impossible bill. I like impossible things. Y'all ready for this incantation? Said, what if you don't have a card yet? Do you have like Cashapp on your phone? You have a card number on there. Venmo has a card number. You just got to get on the app. Even if you don't have your debit card yet, they have a card number on the app for mobile banking. Yeah, it's on the app. Get on the app, write that number down. Just exit out real quick and come back in. Easy. Let me play this, though. Y'all ready, bruh? My gifts are a blessing. My gifts have a perk. That ain't even it. Ooh, that was from yesterday. That was from the day of yester. Wait. Where is it? Stupid. I get on my own nerves. Here we go. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold, release from the bills. Just write the account number from the struggle, of the bill you have to pay. From the fight, release from the traps, release and listen to this incantation. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, so excuse me. Straight to the target. This detox water is crazy. Money, my walk is so fast. Oh my God! Impoverished souls, Jesus Christ! Holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak. I gotta get up like an old man. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call right the opposite of your impoverished thoughts on that paper. Release from the struggle, release from regret. I am abundant, I deserve to be paid. All my bills are paid, I don't struggle, my bank account is overflowing. All the abundant thoughts you can conjure. My Instagram is Wild Wealthy Shaman, but this won't be posted on there. It'll be posted on my YouTube, which is under the same name. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the ginger, release from the power that poverty has. Spinach, celery, red grapes. Although they look purple to me. Red grapes. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives. 3 medjool dates. I have 2 of these, by the way. I don't think I just put 3 whole dates in here. The whole whole thing. 3 medjool dates, some valerian root, couple drops of oregano oil. What's the other one?
Straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast.
It's got herbs in it. All right, that does. It's got herbs in it.
I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the.
Yes, you can use your bank account number.
Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money.
If y'all was in here, I gave the instructions.
Straight to the money. My walk is so fast.
They must have just got back.
Minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast.
Can I please give them the instructions, please?
Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth.
Say, if you're not writing much for this ritual, you're fine.
Straight to the target. Straight to the bag.
It doesn't mean you have like abundance blockages. You just can't think right now.
Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release.
It'll come to you.
Let go. I speak the release.
Even if it's long after this live is over, it'll still come to you.
Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target. Straight to the bag. Straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds. Impoverished souls. Impoverished
it's so potent. I get lost.
I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills. Release from the debt. Release from the struggle. Release from regret. Release from the fight. Release from the traps. Release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty
Yeah, this
holds.
one's like, this one's potent. Watch what's gonna happen, bro.
Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has.
Jumped out my skin.
I walk in abundance.
You got connection, bro.
Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag.
I'm one snapping ass person.
My walk is so fast.
I'm a snapper.
Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds.
Yeah, you can use the landlord's name. That's actually pretty brilliant. Very goddess-like of you to think that.
Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills.
I love you 360.
Release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has.
Yeah, if you're absolutely finished, you're gonna burn it.
I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release.
I'm burning all of this tonight.
Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps,
all of
from
this.
the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich. I walk in the
translate it or transmuting it over into your spiritual bank account.
Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that
all of this.
I call to release.
I can just order some more.
I speak the release.
Or I can just go to the Chinese store and buy more.
Release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty
after you burn it, after you finish and burn it, what do we do with it? You do whatever you want with the ashes. You can throw it away. If you bout your magic, you can throw it in the tub with you when you take your next bath. You know what I'm saying? I know it's ashes. People be like, ugh, that's nasty. Because you don't do ash magic. But you could wash yourself in your abundant affirmations. It's ancestor money.
Straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt.
Yeah, you can. This is just my part that I'm doing for the ritual. Well, I've been doing my part this whole freaking time. But this is the final piece of it. But if you want to do it yourself, you can. I'm still going to burn this ancestor money for y'all. So I'm in the tub right now. now. In the tub, looking like a raisinette. In there wrinkled. You've been in there a minute, huh?
Release from the struggle, release from regret, release
You've been in there a minute, huh?
from the traps, release from the power that poverty
Just
has.
in the tub, wrinkled
I
up.
walk it so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty.
If you're in the ER, you don't get to burn it. Just fold it up and put it in your pocket. Fold it up, put it in the table, your wallet.
Bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret.
Nope,
release
don't
from
save
the
incantations.
traps,
I'm not
release from
releasing
the
them
power
yet.
that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag.
If you got a headache day, you need to fast, like an on-purpose fast.
Impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills.
Just stop
release
playing.
from
That's
the
that
debt,
retirement
release from
life
the
in the
struggle,
tub.
release from
Yeah,
regret,
you
release
retiring
from
your
the fight,
skin
release from the
in there
traps,
looking
release
like a
from the
raisin.
power that poverty
A raisin in the
has. Step
sun.
into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag.
If that's your type of magic, then you burn a bay leaf.
Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast.
Already working on that.
Minds, impoverished souls,
Our own personal
impoverished lives
ancestor
that
money.
poverty holds.
Working on it.
I call to let go. I speak the release of
I'ma find me a
poverty's
Joss
hold.
paper
Release from the
plug
bills,
and I'll
release
take
from
it
the
from
debt,
there.
Release from the struggle, release from regret.
You can burn it outside or inside, whatever you choose. It don't matter where.
Poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth.
Oh, I got the brown paper bags in my closet.
My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag.
In my
straight to
kitchen
the
closet,
money,
like,
my walk is so fast. Impoverished
that's
minds,
certain work I
impoverished
do.
souls,
I'll use the
impoverished
paper
lives that
bag.
poverty holds. I call to
That's why I
release,
bought
call
them.
to
I
let
need to
go.
go buy some
Speak
more,
the
too.
Release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds.
24 hours, Day, for you.
I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives.
Said my hand just started to itch. Now tell it to multiply. Scratch it and put it in your pocket.
Poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished
The
lives.
codes are just a correlation from me to you.
I call to let go. I speak the
Simple.
release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't
You can
miss.
burn it
Straight
later,
to the
you can burn it
target,
anywhere.
Straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast.
Almost done.
Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that
Straight
poverty
to the
holds. I
money,
call to
my
release,
walk is
I call
so
to let go. I
fast.
speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth, my walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my
Just
money
gotta
don't
sell
miss.
for my
Straight to
business.
the
Let's go,
target, straight to
Christina.
the bag, straight to
Let's
the
go.
money, my walk is so fast.
It's bag season.
Minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release, I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has.
My kids jamming.
My walk is so rich, I walk in abundance, my money don't miss.
You good?
Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished
okay, that's fine.
Impoverished lives that poverty holds, I call to release.
So you just gifted us with the connection. I'm telling you.
Release from the bills, release from the debt.
That's why I said these are rituals. I don't think people understand that. That's why so many people question me. How could you charge for a manifestation? I wish it was just a manifestation. Then I wouldn't be able to say nothing. But these are spells, effective spells, powerful spells, spells with stacks of authority in them.
I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold.
They come from me. They're born of me.
Release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target.
That's why these are donation-based rituals.
Money, my walk is
so I don't do nothing for free. Because that was my version of poverty, thinking I had to give all of me away to prove that I was genuine. Yeah, you can do more than one page.
Release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the trap.
Yep, this whole video going on YouTube.
I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast.
Same code a month from now too? No. Oh no. It'll be a totally different code, totally different ritual.
Release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money. My walk is so fast. Impoverished minds, impoverished souls, impoverished lives that poverty holds. I call to release. I call to let go. I speak the release of poverty's hold. Release from the bills, release from the debt, release from the struggle, release from regret, release from the fight, release from the traps, release from the power that poverty has. I step into wealth. My walk is so rich. I walk in abundance. My money don't miss. Straight to the target, straight to the bag, straight to the money, my walk is so fast.
Shay. Shale. Said your lighter isn't working? Turn the stove on, light another piece of paper on fire, and then take it to that piece of paper. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. Okay. I don't know about hearing nothing about the holidays right now. Nope. That's not even what we're gonna do with that. That's not even what we're gonna do with that. Yep, burn the paper. You can burn it whenever you're ready. You burn it whenever you're ready. It's fine. You can start your fast tomorrow, Day. Start it tomorrow. After you finish writing everything out and you got the code written on the paper, you can go ahead and kiss the paper and burn it. Affirm with the paper and burn it, or just burn it. I'm not trying to make it difficult on y'all. Yeah, your name should be on the paper. It should be. So I saw green in the fire. Good confirmation. Great confirmation. So I live in a hotel, not sure I can burn actually. You can go outside and burn it. I wouldn't suggest you burn it in the hotel room, but you can definitely take that stroll on downstairs and burn it outside. Just make it look like you're smoking a cigarette. You'll be fine. That's fine. That's brilliant. Moderators, please put my Cash App in the comments. If you got stomach pain, you should do a 24-hour fast. Of course you can send me a message on Instagram. You have to wait for me to answer it though. You have to wait for me to answer it though. I'm not gonna guarantee I'm gonna answer it right away. Now is the time for you all to send your donations in for this ritual. You can burn it. You don't have to fold it. There's no need to fold it. Keep it simple, y'all. I'm trying to keep it simple on y'all tonight. Tomorrow's ritual is going to be a little bit of a challenge too. Like, right arm pain, massage that arm. Thank you. Yep, you can pick any fast, but for the people with stomach pain, it has to be food. You want to be all liquid tomorrow. Tomorrow is love curses. And for those of you that have the bill, like if you get the paper bill in the mail, burn that too. If you wrote it digitally on your phone, light a candle and speak it out loud into the candle. And then blow the candle out. Yeah, tomorrow, love curses. The ritual tomorrow is love curses. Yep, any bills, all your bills. Hell, I don't keep no bills in my house. I burn them. I don't need that negativity around me. If you don't have Cash App, I have PayPal. They gonna put it in the comments. Just watch. Just watch out for the comments. (3:00 p.m. CST). Burn the bill. Burn it. Love curses. It's a love curse breaker tomorrow. Those who deal with love curses, those who suffer with relationship problems like the same pattern over and over again, those who know they have love curses in their family, You know what I'm saying? Those who gave their love curse to their children. You don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be powerful as hell. Here, 3 p.m. CST. Google it. Your time. I don't know your time. 3 o'clock p.m. CST. Thank you. Now's the time for you all to send your donations into the Cash App for today's ritual / activation / class / coaching sessions / super / slashity / It's the hash-slinging slasher. It's the slashes. Yep, you can burn it tomorrow. It's up to you. It is up to you. Yes, you can send it when you get home tonight. Like I told y'all, if you don't have a donation to send, it's okay. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not like, you gonna send me my damn donation. That's not what I'm on. But if you have it to send, I would highly suggest you send it. So they know, don't try to play me. I'm not him. These are donation-based rituals. Usually I charge $65 a ritual when I do them online. So I call this a deal. I call it a blessing. Okay? Don't try to take advantage. You're really just taking advantage of yourself. Oh no, I gotcha. I understand. Yeah, I wanted to be able to do something for people who couldn't afford any type of ritual work from me, because it costs $150 up just to get personal work from me. I know not a lot of people right now are going to be able to afford that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that. And then I also know $65 might be a stretch for some people right now. So I thought I'd do the 52 days of ritual. Every ritual is donation based. I don't see a problem with that. Like, as long as we have the traffic in the live and the people are donating and participating and showing support and showing love, I can continue to do it. It's not that hard. Because I'm definitely talking about subjects that people wanted to, get information on. They just didn't know where to get information from. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, they want information on things that just didn't know where to get it from. And then every mystic and or spiritualist y'all run into on this here app, on this QuickTime app, not TikTok, but QuickTime. Y'all remember QuickTime? QuickTime, on this here QuickTime app, you run into this partial information that don't really help you. And although there's some beauty in leaving you with a lot of questions, you know what I'm saying? Although there's a beauty in having more questions after you receive the answers you need, there's a difference between having more questions and having more questions because you're more confused. You get what I'm saying? And I don't like that. Like that's something that I went through. And then as I developed in my own self and in my own power, you know what I'm saying, in my own divine nature, I found myself being very pissed at the people that were quote unquote gatekeeping. Because I gatekeep. I don't tell y'all everything. I couldn't tell you everything if I wanted to. I have permission to do that because it can mess your life up. The truth can hurt just as much as it can heal. So I understand what I can't tell you. There's a lot of stuff I can't tell you. But gatekeeping, the simple stuff. Like, I remember when I was first coming up and everybody kept talking about grounding. Well, what's grounding? Oh, you ain't ready for that. Oh, what? And then I found out we were doing that automatically. And then I found out I was ground. I passed up the very people that were gatekeeping information that was for everybody. Because not everything is for everybody. I'm sitting there thinking to myself like, You really tried to approach me looking mystical. 555 on the clock. You really tried to approach me looking mystical. What shit mystical about you? Absolutely nothing. How the hell you gonna gatekeep grounding? That's impossible. I got mad respect for the social media gurus. I just don't respect the ones that put themselves in the position to say I'm better than you. Because it doesn't feel good to get help from them, does it? Like, I know I'm a powerful being. I know can't nobody in this world match my power. There's not one soul like me on this earth in any other dimension, in any other part of creation ever in all time. But that doesn't mean I'm better than you. It's just I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a social media guru. Like, I'm a guru. I'm a self-initiated guru. But I'm not finna sit on here and go, I'm better than you. And if you don't do this, you ain't really woke. No, all of you are woke, because woke means you open your eyes. Whatever you open your eyes to makes you woke. I'm not finna separate you like that, bruh. I'm not finna treat y'all like y'all stupid. I'm not finna treat you like you don't know nothing. Some people can't tell you everything. Those are the gurus I respect. The ones I don't respect are the ones that think they said something deep, but it's something a 4-year-old could have said. Like, come on, bro, you ain't saying nothing. You're not really, what are you really saying? Like, oh, this is deep. It is not. It is not that deep. And I think people just try to come up with poetic words and they don't be making no sense. Like, I be breaking down what people be saying like he ain't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even say nothing. Oh, y'all not ready for that yet? Yes, they are. That's why they're over there listening to you. Like that, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I've watched it happen numerous times, so I can't wait for my platforms to increase. I can't wait till I'm doing numbers like them. They're going to hate me. Like, they're going to hate me because I don't gatekeep. The things that I gatekeep belong to me. The things that I will never gatekeep are the things that belong to you. Like, I'll never sit back and be like, I ain't gonna tell them this because I want them to come back and talk to me. I want them to book another session tomorrow. I don't want to talk to you every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the space and or energy for that. Like, I don't have the space and or energy for that. You send me a message on my Instagram, Wild Wealthy Shaman. Wild Wealthy Shaman. And the rest of them gurus, here's one thing that I absolutely cannot stand. This is something that I've noticed that's a trick, and I don't care how they feel about it, because some of them probably secretly watching right now. I really don't care how you feel about it, Papa and Mama. Like, I really don't care how you feel about it. But for you to tell people money don't matter while you sitting on money is so evil of you. Oh, I'm just going to move off the grid, and I'm gonna go live in a tent. Like, you own that land. You telling people it's easy. You telling people it's effortless. You ain't got to do much and everything's going to be figured out. You're lying to the people. Lying. I ain't going to never get on here and tell y'all money don't matter. What I'm really going to tell you is you better go get a bag, because ain't nothing free. Nothing. Everything requires an exchange, and that exchange is the currency. That exchange is the currency. Ain't nothing free. Like, they really be, bro, like, what's his name? Saguru, he cool. Like, he be saying some stuff. But when he say money don't matter, I'm like, bro, you're a world-renowned guru. You got money. Ain't no way in hell you traveling to all these places for free. No way. No way. They're paying you whether you want to be paid or not because they respect your knowledge. No way. Stop telling people money is irrelevant. Tell them to go get a bag. Teach them how to get a bag. Teach them how to multiply their money. Teach them ritual work. Teach them how to cleanse so they can remove the blockages and stopping them from making money. Like, teach them that. Like, it's enough in this world for all of us. And that's how I am. Like, it's enough in this world for all. So I want all of y'all to touch a bag. It don't bother me that you touching a bag. It don't bother me if you touch more money than I touched this year. It don't bother. That's what I'm gonna applaud you. Good. Because I don't want to hear no struggle talk. That's the thing I shall not have around me. Struggle talk. I don't want to hear it, bro. That hurts my heart. Makes my balls itch. Like, I don't want to hear none of that struggle talk. I want to hear you walking in your power and your magic and in your abundance. It don't bother me to see people be abundant. It bothers me for people to be existing in abundance and acting like abundance don't matter. Y'all, how many people done ran that number on y'all 1,000 times? Don't make me name names. Y'all know names because y'all watch other people other than me. Y'all don't make me name names. They sitting on there telling, oh, money is irrelevant. It's an illusion. Bruh, you got like 600K sitting in your bank account. Of course it's an illusion. An illusion. Like, of course. What you got to spend it on? You know what I'm saying? You're a minimalist. What you got? You don't got nothing to spend your money on. Not everybody in here is a minimalist. Not everybody in here wants a tiny house. Some people want a mansion. And I'm the kind of person that's going to tell you, you deserve to have it. Well, what you going to do with all them bedrooms? Mind your business. Mind your business. I don't care if they put three Legos in each room. Them 3 Legos got a bedroom apiece. You know what I'm saying? 1 bedroom for 3 Legos. It's their house. Let them do what they want to do. Oh, that's being materialistic. As long as I'm in a body, I am the material. As long as I have a body, I am the material. So I'm about to have all of the materials. Oh, well, if you have all of that material stuff, you won't ascend. I'm already ascended. Especially if you know you came down here to assist, you descended to help others ascend it. You're already an ascended master. Stop letting these people tell you you ain't got it. When you got it, the confusion is what's making you think you don't got it. They're trying to tell you you're not powerful because they know if you really stepped into your power, they will become irrelevant, which means they don't have a community mindset. So all this oneness shit that they're trying to preach to everybody is cap and it's false. And it's fall for it, bro. Either I'm going to empower y'all or I'm going to shut up. Either I'm going to empower y'all or I'm going to shut up. Straight up. Because you being successful don't bother me. Like, it don't bother. Matter of fact, can I come over? Hell. Can I come? Like, what? You got a mansion? Hey, I just want to come spend the night. Can I come over? Like, I just want to be in the experience or the essence or the atmosphere of that abundant nature. You feel me? Like, whatever. Internet gurus. Real life dogs and sluts. That's it. Talking about I get up every day and I meditate. I wake up every day and I count my money. That's my meditation. Because the more money I have in this world, the more freedom I have in this world. Money talks. People don't hear that deepness. You can't go to your landlord on the first of the month and be like, Love and Light. What's her name? Cynthia. We're just going to say Cynthia, for example. You can't go to your landlord. Love and Light. The universe pours out wonderful blessings today. And I'm going to be late on my rent, but I know you're going to let me slide. Hell, no, I'm not. What? You about to see that 5-day on that door. That means you got 5 days to get out of that crap you in right now and pay this rent. Or you're going to have to get up out of here. And then they go, oh, well, I can't pay it. I guess the universe wanted me to move somewhere else. Nah, you're impoverished. And you know it. And you know it. Like you're impoverished. Oh, we have to be... Abundance isn't just about money. I know, but it includes money. You either look, it's all or nothing. How you gonna exclude some pieces? Just how you gonna exclude some pieces? I am abundant, just not with money. It's a part of it. Like they're a team. They're a team. You can't win a football game without the quarterback. Abundance is the quarterback. I promise you, it's the quarterback. Abundance is the quarterback. Everything else is a part that is provided and protecting the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop listening to these gurus that tell you money don't matter. And then they start a GoFundMe 3 weeks later talking about this the fund from my rent. In order for me to stay in front of y'all and teach y'all this, I'm going to need y'all to donate to me. Why don't you just set up a service then? And or do exactly like I'm doing right now. Donation-based rituals. Nah, you ain't thinking like that. You thinking that you can pretend to be struggling all while finding enlightenment. And the people going to support that. When the people wise up, it's going to be a lot of homeless gurus. It's going to be a lot. I know some real gurus out there that's really about that. Like they don't want your money. Like they're just going to keep walking around and traveling. And for some reason it works for them. It works for them. You know what I'm saying? These other gurus, they eating. And me, I'm one person that can admit it. I can admit it. People be like, so I remember when I first started on TikTok. Like, I'm on TikTok. The first time I ever did a live ritual was in Mexico. It was December 21st during that big portal event, right? Came up hard off that ritual, right? Everybody was like, oh, he's just trying to make money. In that moment, I was like, you damn right. Like, why should I do it for free? Said Babas are meant to be abundant. Facts. And every time I see a broke Baba, I'll be looking at him like, what are you doing? When I have like Babalaos hit me on Facebook in my messenger, they be like, do you need anything? I'm like, do you need anything? Because I know you out there struggling, because you can't even get the word of Ifa out to the people because there's scammers in America that turn them off from you. Like, I said, do you need anything? Like, I want to invite some Babas out here. Like, I want to fly them out, like, and have them teach about the truth. Not the Americanized version of Ifa. Like, I want them to teach the truth. And then I want the people to throw money at them. Like, let them take it back home. Let them upgrade their village. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the condition of Oshun's river? And we out here really repping Oshun hard, ain't it? Like, I'm tired. That's why I'm gonna keep my head down and I'm gonna do my works. So are they broke or just greedy and hoarding on the low? It all depends on the Baba. It all depends on the Baba. You can always tell a fake Baba from a real Baba, because a real Baba ain't gonna play with you. A real Baba not gonna play with you. Like, they gonna do your reading for Ifa, and then they gonna let you know what needs to be done to counteract what's going on with you. A fake Baba got the same reading for you every single time. Every time the Baba reads you, your life is in danger. He's most likely fake. Like, he wants you to think you about to die because you'll spend any money not to die. There's some real ones. Exactly, a real Baba will not chase you, brother. Hey, a real Baba will not chase you so hard you think they don't even care about you or your problems. It's not true. They just understand that if you really needed help, you would act like it. It's just not their fault that there's scammers all over the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault. Because they know Americans dive into whatever feels right to them. And so most people feel like they're going to be safe under the religion of Ifa, right? And so they just try to just get into it by any means necessary without thinking. When the Orisha told me, when Eshu told me, Eshu was like, you don't need to be initiated. I was like, damn, because I was thinking about it. I griped about it for 2 years. I was like, I think I want to go get initiated. I just want to do things the right way. Eshu was like, we've been with you so long, it's ridiculous. Like you're fine, you're fine. I think that the Orisha wanted my acknowledgement, and they can get that because I've seen them and I've seen evidence of their work. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it's a lot of fake stuff going on, but it'll all come to an end because you can only pretend for so long. You'll run out of things to pretend about eventually, so I ain't worried. I do need to get my hand of Ifa though. Yeah, that's been told to me so many times. It's starting to get on my nerves. Said you do a lot without being asked. It's the way it is. Of course, Day. I would love to talk the Orisha with you. Although we've talked about it before, I would love to talk the Orisha with you again. Like I would love to. Because there's a lot of negative stigmas around the Orisha and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just as bad as a Christian who thinks Jesus is doing them dirty. I don't like it. So, yeah, I'll give my hand to Ifa eventually because they rock with me. But so do so many other gods and deities. You know what I'm saying? Like Papa Candelo, been around a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. So I'm very apprehensive about joining up with anything or even receiving anything from anyone about it. I just let them guide me. Yeah, Yoruba's, look, Ifa was the only thing that made sense to me, bruh. But we'll talk about that another time. If everybody's done sending their donations, I need y'all to attend tomorrow's ritual, because we're going to, I think I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna go to the nursery tomorrow, because I want to do the full-blown ritual for the love curse release, right? I want to do the full-blown ritual. Even if you in a relationship, you might need this love curse release. And the reason I say that is because a lot of the issues in your current relationship comes from the ghost of your ex or a past life relationship. Well, we finna go and we're gonna talk about all of that. We're gonna talk about the patterns that show up. We're gonna talk about everything. So invite your little bitter homegirls and homeboys in. Like, we going in tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going in. No, you're not fasting for this ritual. That was just for some people who said they had pain in their stomach. Said Eshu come in many different forms. Yeah, I seen Eshu's female form, which apparently is rare. Which apparently is rare. I seen it. And I immediately knew it was Eshu because Eshu carries a presence about him. Like Eshu, if your stomach was hurting during this ritual, tomorrow I want you to fast. And for you, it don't have to be 24 hours. I only said that today because every day is in here, her stomach is hurting, which means it's just something in her stomach. But if your stomach was hurting during today's ritual, I just want you to fast for 12 hours tomorrow. No juice, just water. And not cold water either, like room temperature water. I want it to come right out of you. You know what I'm saying? Day, you said your stomach too. There were times you said your stomach hurt too. I'm paying attention to everything. So how do you find deities that work well for you? They find you. Trust me. They find you. There were so many different orishas that I never talked to, that I didn't want to talk to. If your head was hurting, then you fast tomorrow too. 12 to 24 hours. 12 to 24 hours, okay? But there were so many orisha I didn't want to talk to because I said, why should I talk to them? You get what I'm saying? Like, why should I? And then while I was in Mexico, I met Osayan. Whoa! Oh! And it was one of those moments where, because Osayan, not the sweetest orisha of them all, you know what I'm saying? No, you're not wrong. Just understand that raising awareness of your true savior doesn't denote disrespect or telling people that they're wrong. Raising awareness is bringing it to the light of the people who care about it. Because when you try to bring awareness to people who don't care about a subject, you're manipulating them. And in that essence, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. Trust me, there's a trial for telling the truth. Or your truth, I should say. There's a trial for that. As long as you don't waver and as long as you don't feel bad about the hate that's going to come your way for that, do your stuff. Don't be afraid. Speak your mind. Speak your heart. Don't be afraid. Just don't be judgmental about it. Don't be judgmental about it. Because if you're judgmental to 1,000 people and a year from now you find out you're wrong, you got to pay a penance for all 1,000. Okay? That's why you should always be kind. I can't recommend you any Ifa books. The only thing I can recommend is that you go talk to a Baba. I'm not a pro at Ifa knowledge, okay? I'm not a pro at it, so I can't say that I am, and I won't try to act like I am because I respect it too much. I respect it way, way, way too much. So, you might want to go talk to a Babalao, or an Iya. Look, there goes a Babalao right there. Go holla at him. Ask all the questions you need to. A true Baba is going to answer those. Promise you. Promise you. Because the goal is not to recruit you into Ifa or the Orisha. The goal is to make it clear that everything is Ifa. The goal is to make it clear that everything is Ifa. Like, and they gonna make it clear. Like, ooh, they gonna make it. I love it. That's just one of them things. You'll know. They'll come to you, or you just go get your reading, your Ifa reading, and they'll let you know. They'll let you know. All right, let's do this protection prayer and let's dismiss. Let's get up out of here so I can burn this ancestor money. And Miss Ia, you can send me a message on Instagram. I'm not playing. Say you overstand the God talk, bro. Everything is E5. I am God talk. I'm the language of the God. Like, for real, bro. Like, really look at me. Really look. I'm old. When I think about the Orisha, they feel more like my siblings than my parents. Like, I'm old. You can do whatever you want with the ashes. Throw them away, rub them on yourself, take a bath with them. It don't matter. It's up to you. It's up to you. All right, everybody, close your eyes. Say it one more time for the one-time payment methods.
The best deals of the year are here at the Living Space.
Scared the shit out of me.
Shop the latest selection at the lowest price.
You're not gonna get me to shop. Jeez. You really wanted me to shop. One more time, if you haven't sent your donations to my Cashapp, my moderators will share it in the comment. I'm still about to do this prayer so we can dismiss. Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. Woo! And we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night. You said just got off work, so I'm gonna have to run this one back later. Check my Instagram in about 4 hours, because it takes 2.5 hours to upload it. Just check it in about 4 hours. It should be on there, okay? All right. But everybody close your eyes. Sorry. Protection. I declare protection against all entities who are against my perfection. Any hiding within, you are now ejected. Any energy in the wrong, you are now corrected. Protection. I declare protection. I call upon the powers of my heavenly sections. I declare myself cloaked to be unseen by the unseen. I declare myself safe from the unclean. I declare a shield around me that can't be penetrated by anything. Protection. I declare protection. Anything that tries to penetrate it gets instant rejection. I declare it reflected back to its source, a quadruple dose of its infection. Protection. I declare protection, and it is so because of my I am presence. Ashe. Amen. Amin. Amun. So mote it be. In the name of Jesus. I told you I respect all of y'all walks of life fully. Don't ever think I dislike you because we believe different. One day you'll find out we really don't believe that different. Who we report to is different. I like the way I just said that. I'm sorry. Who we report to is different. We don't really believe different though. And I love y'all 360. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. CST. Tomorrow, the Love Curse Breaker. Even if you don't need if you participate, you're going to be a part of the ritual regardless. You want to come get this knowledge. You got to come get this knowledge. You got to come get this knowledge about love and how to recognize when it's right, when it's wrong. We really going to go deep tomorrow. Okay? I love you, 360. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. Get in y'all bags. We just really smacked the hell out of poverty consciousness tonight. So tomorrow when you wake up, get focused. Do one thing tomorrow that's out of the norm of your normal lazy routine. I want you to get up tomorrow. If you always wake up in the middle of the night, I want you to wake up in the middle of the night. I want you to take a shower, and I want you to just sit on your bed and read something. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there in silence. Do something different. Break the routine so that your new routine can provide abundance. I love you all. Oh yeah, I forgot my pictures, huh? Let's do it. Let's do it. First we get the portal gang. The guru. The numbers. The goofy. How you do this, Shannon? I can't even do it without fucking my eyes up. Hi. For real though. For real though. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude. No. The smile, because I know Bailey gonna say it. Can I just get a normal smile, King? Yes. All right, we get the freeze frame of the point I ain't made yet. One more. The I can't believe you that stupid. The you've reached new levels of dumb. All right, we're done. Hey, yo, that's the new one right there. You've reached new levels of dumb. Yeah, that's what it's getting. You dead ass? Are you dead ass? He was tripping, bro. You dead ass? You dead ass right now? You dead ass? Yeah, I'm goofy, y'all know. I'm goofy, y'all know, but I love y'all 360. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow at 3 o'clock p.m. CST. Report right here. Don't be late. If you late, I'm going to tell everybody that your sandals is made out of sofa material. Holla.